Hey folks, it's Saturday and it is role-playing game time again. Hooray!
Yay!
Hooray!
And we're doing Star City this week.
Hooray!
So, when we last left off, our heroes had taken the fight to the Black Queen, rescued Dr. Knight from her clutches, but not after he had built some sort of anti-stasis device thingy or something like that, that she managed to abscond with. And our heroes postulated somewhat that she was probably heading off to the Black Forest to possibly free Archon.
Because that can't possibly go wrong for all of us.
It's bad, but who knows how bad it really is? But yeah.
Yeah. So I believe that was everything.
Yeah.
I think that covers basically what happened last session.
I think we
Yeah.
basically got to the
We got the crap kicked out of us by some red caps.
Yeah, we sure did, and I think that after we got done with that, I acted as one of the guards to effectively determine that, well, she was inside the building still, so we know that much at least, and we're about to bust through the door.
Yeah, we had the element of surprise briefly.
We had it. We didn't effectively utilize it, but we had it, sure.
Well, the
Or
plot
she-
demanded that we couldn't, so.
Well, I mean, she might think that we're gone or dead, or she saw through my cunning ruse to impersonate a different species altogether. Who knows?
Okay, so, we must plot our next move. Considering that there is the involvement of Archon, we may need to, actually, warn people about this. So, yeah.
Well, okay. How do we go about warning people without creating a mass hysteria? And I guess the other question is, how far-reaching do you want this warning to be?
We should at least inform the NSCA.
And the German equivalent.
Right.
The German equivalent. Great. I don't know how good my German is. Oh, wait, I haven't done anything since that one film where I had to fight against the Nazis. That was a weird one.
Oh, is that the one where you ended up on the moon?
Yes. But unfortunately,
I
it
like
wasn't.
that one.
Yeah, but unfortunately, probably wasn't the one that you saw. That one apparently got a lot more prestige than ours did. I don't know. I think our plot was better, but who's asking anyway?
Who's weighing between two movies about Nazis on the moon?
Ours was in production first, but nobody cares about that at this point, apparently. But in either case, yeah, we can certainly get in touch with them and put them on standby, since they might know how to better alert the locals than we would, if it ever
Or
came
just
to
get a
that.
response team out there.
Yes. Let's see here. Which one of us would be best equipped to actually get in contact with the relatively local authorities?
Well, I know some people actually in Europe, so...
Mhm. As
I actually speak German, so...
there you go. I speak Italian, but not German.
Well, if you
Eric,
want to-
Eric,
Yes. Yes.
given that your character has eidetic memory, I have to tell you this.
Okay, what am I forgetting?
You are forgetting the fact that you do have a magic stone to contact the German NSCA equivalents.
Oh, yeah.
You gave-
Right. Right, so I'll just go to my Rolodex and flip, 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 flip. Remember this stone, idiot. Oh, yeah!
It's like, you do have eidetic memory. I'm not going to let you hang on that one.
See, that seems like that would be so nice for me to have, but no.
It's been months since that came up at game time, let alone
Yeah.
us time.
Right.
All right, so I'll get the stone and I'll contact the German NSCA.
All right. Well,
Das ist Boost.
you do get in contact with a German sorcerer who is monitoring it somewhat. He notices the magical ping and wanders down to it and picks it up.
Right.
Picks up. Dr. Kane, I believe?
Yes.
Excellent. How can I help you?
Well, it seems we have information that someone might be attempting to free Archon from the stasis bubble in the Black Forest.
Oh, that would not be good.
Yes. She's a sorceress with the Black Queen. She's a sorceress with fairly skilled sorceress that specializes in fey magic, though that's not the only thing she can do. So,
Aha. Well, I guess. Where are you calling from?
Where am I?
You guys are in
Delaware?
Aren't we in Philadelphia?
Yeah, you're basically sort of in. You are in Delaware still.
We're in Delaware right now.
The city that means well.
East Coast United States.
Excellent. Well, that means we have some time before she gets here, unless she can teleport.
Might be able to.
That might be a possibility.
You might want to bet. You might want to bet on that, actually.
No, she kept on trying to fly away, so...
Yeah.
Unless your teleportation is a ritual, it takes more time than it would than she has in combat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, yeah, she probably knows it as a ritual.
That would never happen. It's not like Dr. Arcane has rituals that take a long time to fire up.
Yeah, and it's not like I don't have that exact
It's not.
spell.
And it's not like, you know, we've seen non-magical people be transported with teleportation rituals. You know, Berkelak never teleported across the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Of course, that's giving me the mental image of there just being like a teleportation, you know, transdimensional highway, and Berkelak just passes her in traffic.
Yeah, no.
They leave as they go by.
Oh, hi. All right. Well, in that case, the German sorcerers. Well, I guess we'll mobilize then as fast as we can, just in case. Thank you for the heads up.
Well, we wouldn't want anything ridiculous to happen, like him getting free, and then destroying everything, forever. We're gonna come out too, so we'll be there as soon as we can.
Alrighty.
To be fair, he was more concerned with chasing. Oh, damn! What's the other guy's name?
Von Toten.
Yeah, he was more concerned with Von Toten than he was with actual dominance plans at the moment.
That's before we trapped him in a stasis field.
We didn't do that. Von Toten did. We were just present.
Yeah, but those two fighting has never led to anything bad.
Sure, but I don't think he would. I'm just saying I don't think he would immediately start blowing up a city.
Maybe not intentionally.
On the plus side, he's in the middle of the forest.
I think he would
I hate trees! Boosh!
Given his methods, I think he would seek out Von Toten before attempting such an action. And that would involve finding Von Toten. It was still rather hidden last I checked.
Unless, of course, he's had a separate... the stasis field has separated him from a large portion of his power, and he needs death on a massive scale to recharge. Not that this hasn't happened before either.
Why don't we try and get there?
Well, you have the van,
We have a van, yes.
which can fly, thankfully.
Yes. So let's
That makes
do
it
that.
the best van ever, by the way.
Better than most.
We will contact the authorities to let them know we rescued Dr. Knight.
Alright, yeah, so eventually, you know, NSCA shows up and they parcel Dr. Knight off back to Star City because... Yeah.
I don't suppose Dr. Knight has built a really big catapult lately.
Not really his idiom.
You know, it'd be one of those things where you have a really badly contrived Z-grade movie where it ends with a guy doing a motorcycle jump across the Atlantic, but no. We're not going to try anything that absurd.
Not today, at least.
No, not today at least.
The appropriate rituals and materials, I might be able to make that happen for you. You probably won't survive the landing, though.
I
The bike will be fine, however.
I think there might be other methods we can use to get over there, but what is the fastest method we have?
Other than your flying van?
How long does that teleportation ritual take?
That's a good question, Peter. How long did that teleportation ritual take?
I don't know. We never really sort of fixated on it, actually.
Yeah, we never really established anything about it other than it was a way to get to Perkalac home.
Yeah, like, I don't even remember that being a thing in your skill set. I thought that just wasn't something you did. But apparently it is, so now I'm wondering why aren't we using it?
It takes it takes a while to set up.
And I probably can't send myself, so yeah, that's why we don't use it more often, because the ritualist can't travel via teleportation. This is what I yes, this is the plot reason why we don't use it more often.
It's also probably would be more difficult to send multiple people.
Yeah, that too.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yay!
They came up with reasons why this is not a continuity error.
Hooray.
This is why we don't teleport and instead use the craziest van ever devised.
Also, it's cool.
And it was designed by Penguin.
I was like, yeah, it's cool because it's of Penguin design. It is Arctic.
All right, so you guys are take it. They're going to take the Sentinel van and fly over then. Okay.
Vroom.
Right now, I'm thinking about one little minor problem.
We have to send Dr. Knight home somehow.
Oh no, that's not a problem. The NSEA can do that.
Stripe clutches bike to the top of it.
That won't affect that won't affect the aerodynamics at all.
This is a comic book. Who cares?
It's a van. Isn't there space inside the damn thing? Last I checked, it was pretty big.
Full-size motorcycle?
Dude, I had one. I've owned a motorcycle.
It'll probably take up like a lot of space back there.
And we got two guys in powered armor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Cliff could drive alongside us.
What we get is we just get a really long cable and tow it out the back of the van in flight.
The van has a luggage rack. We just put it up there.
Actually, thinking about it, his bike is so fast. We should put the cable out the front, and he can just pull the van.
Technically speaking, it does drive faster than the van flies.
Yes, it does. It goes 500 miles an hour, but that's not as fast as a jet, actually.
Well, not an actual like real jet.
International, yeah, not as a transatlantic airplane.
We're not flying the Concorde or anything.
Let's be honest, our van flies through the power of Disney magic, same as its creator.
Yeah, your van can get up to like 250 miles an hour in the air. It's awesome. It's just. We're going 3,700 miles roughly. So if I was going on my motorcycle with for the incomprehensible water walking, that would require 7 to 8 hours of just nonstop driving. Yeah.
And having enough fuel to go that fast for 7 to 8 hours.
That's what the cable's for.
The problem isn't so much the be able to drive in water.
This is an action movie motorcycle. It doesn't need to refuel until until the plot demands it does.
No. This
like
isn't,
a gun.
This isn't one of those types of bikes. This bike follows at least something.
Mecca, was it Feng Shui that had the driving rule about your car will go as long until you get where you need until it Blues Brothers?
Yeah, yes. The Automobiles Indestructus is during a car chase scene. Your car, even if it's reduced to its wreck is reduced to the point where it actually fall apart. It will not fall apart until the chase scene is over. At which point it will catastrophically fall apart.
I guess the question is there a way to race the bike somewhere in the vehicle that won't drastically impact its aerodynamics?
Clearly the answer is we teleport the bike.
We could strap it to the front, I guess.
Yeah, block the windshield with it. Then we'll get pulled over by the cops halfway across the Atlantic. And they'll be like...
Ocean cop. cops.
And they'll be like, "Sir, do you realize your visibility's bad and when your rear lights is burned out?" Also,
Goddamn interfering sky cops police.
How do you know the taillight's gone out when there are jet engines next to it?
sir, we have ways
Infrared, clearly.
Sir, we have ways of finding out this information. Can you please step out of the vehicle?
No! I don't have anywhere to
Easy.
stay.
They fly, I don't. But yes, clearly the answer to this question is we use the teleportation ritual to transport the bike.
If we're gonna transport the bike, I'm gonna be sitting on it because I'm not gonna have the bike sitting somewhere on its own.
We transport the bike to Merlin's, and then we stop over there while he keeps watch over it.
Honestly, just tell me, give me a plan that you guys want to attempt, and I'm happy to try to work around it.
If the teleportation spell could teleport the bike and me somewhere on the other continent, I could drive the rest of the way. Hell, it doesn't even need to be in Germany. It could get me on like Portugal, and I already have a European passport, so I can drive the rest of the way there. It's only about an hour's difference from Portugal to Germany for me anyway, as long as I have enough money to pay off the speeding tickets.
Alright, so what we'll do is we'll teleport him to Monaco, and he can ride across the Mediterranean and up the entirety of Europe.
Honestly, I think, Eric, you're actually probably better off trying to teleport him somewhere in Germany. You're probably more familiar with it.
Yeah.
Yep, we can just teleport him straight into the German NSEA. It's like, we got a guy coming in, just FYI.
You do have a focus there.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
By the way, he can also sign autographs.
That's what I was going to say. They might know who I am. They probably do. Damn it, they probably pulled me over at one point.
1 point?
Okay, a couple of times. Not just
Sir,
for
we're gonna
autographs.
have to pull you over for speeding on the Autobahn. I thought there was no speed limit on the Autobahn. Yes, but the laws of physics ask that we do so.
Alrighty. Okay, well, I take it that means you're going to try that plan then.
Yeah, we'll port Clutch and the bike over.
Alright, so Clutch and the bike will be over there for about half a day before the rest of you get there.
We just have to make sure there are no flies in the circle.
I'm gonna turn into a half bike mutant now, aren't I? Okay, I thought I was gonna be slightly more dignified than Jeff Goldblum, but I guess
Oh
not.
God! Not thinking, what is that, Motor Teen? That awful 80s cartoon.
Oh, Turbo Teen.
Turbo Teen.
Yeah.
Turbo Teen. Oh, jeez. That's not even his most undignified role. He also was a villain in Captain Planet.
Was he? Which one?
He was the computer monitor that looked like Jeff Goldblum.
No. I thought he was the guy with the really big nose. The rat guy.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of someone else, I think.
Yes. He was verminous scum. That's right. Just like,
Oh yeah.
anyway, Germany.
Okay, well, Eric,
Yes.
you know what this means. Okay, so you guys go back to somewhere where you can set up the ritual. Actually, you got a perfectly valid place to do it right here, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually.
The Black Queen almost certainly has the materials you need.
Alright, thaumatology!
Yep.
Go! Where's my thaumatology?
I assume you warned the Germans that he's coming. That
Yeah.
way. Okay, good. So that he doesn't just randomly appear in the middle of their headquarters.
he just teleports into the middle of their headquarters. He's got $20 stapled to his shirt with a note that says, "Please take care of my child."
22.
Yeah,
All right.
Crap.
Yeah, you did, but that just means it'll take you a while to get it up and running. All right, so it takes you a while to get it set up, but then poof, Clutch disappears in a puff of
Logic.
smoke and incense and stuff.
Wolfsbane for ritual? No. All of a sudden, you always use sage or sandalwood. Jesus. Who works magic like this?
I guess we'll find out if it works properly in a few hours.
Gene will still complain of jet lag when he ends up in Germany.
You definitively... It'd be worse, honestly.
Yes.
You don't have any time to get used to it mid-air.
Yeah.
Because it is now,
Middle of the night.
Yep. And poof. All right. Well, Gene, you end up in the magic lab of the German NSCA headquarters. Not the NSCA, but it's their equivalent. So you and your bike are there. You fill up a large chunk of the room, given that there's a large chunk of the free space in the room, I should say. There's a very surprised German sorcerer standing there. He knew you were coming, but he wasn't expecting the motorcycle.
Gene just sort of shrugs and says, it wouldn't fit in the van.
I see.
And I wasn't going to have the bike go without me.
I think I understand. Why don't you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight, are I?
Probably not, no.
All right. Jeez, might as well hit the nearest cafe I can find.
Go get some schnitzel.
We'll set you up with a place to stay.
Bratwurst and sauerkraut. That's a good dinner.
Let's see here. Let's see. If it's a half a day, I might have time to just go to Florence and back in time. What city in Germany is this near?
It's near Berlin, if I remember correctly.
It's in Berlin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I remember correctly, the Black Forest is somewhat near Berlin. My memory is a bit shaky.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember that when we contacted the German NSCA, their headquarters was in Berlin.
Well, there we go then.
Yes.
Officially, it isn't. You're in Berlin, even if the Black Forest is not where I think it is.
Sure. Let's see here.
My grasp on European geography is a little shaky sometimes.
That's okay. I'm just trying to gauge out how far of a distance it would be to go from Berlin to Florence and back. It'd be about, probably 5 to 6 hours, but probably pull it.
All right. So it's how far from the east coast of the United States to Germany?
3,700 miles.
Okay, and you guys do about 250 miles an hour in the air.
Yes.
Oh boy, this is gonna suck.
Yep.
The next day.
Just a question. What's the
Sophia keeps on getting on my side.
a quick question? What's the sea speed? Is it the same?
No, it's slower on the ocean.
Oh.
There's more friction to deal with.
Yeah. Peter, it's for me. It's about 1,200 kilometers from Berlin to Florence. I can go 804 kilometers an hour, so I can make a round trip from Berlin to Florence and back again before they get there.
Yeah.
You can make several trips to Florence and back again.
So that's what I'll be doing is driving to Florence, getting a bunch of high quality espresso and taking some for the road and then going back.
All right. Well, the rest of you fly over in the van. Many hours later.
Doesn't this thing have autopilot at least?
Oh, sure.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. So, if you're just doing level flight, it has an autopilot function.
Oh, okay.
That's 15 hours.
Yes, it is.
I'm not driving for 15 hours straight.
No.
Well, you don't have to. You really only have to fly for about 2 of them as we're taking off and landing.
Right.
I mean, you need to have someone watching so that if, there's something happening in the air, you can have someone take over manually. Like, a storm or, I don't know,
I imagine
plane.
I imagine my suit it gets like an informational feed.
Well,
via satellite.
the van has that too, so I mean,
Yeah, so it's like I could function as a secondary observation.
not a bad thing.
Yes.
All right, so Nick, I'm gonna need at least one piloting check or driving check for this,
Okay.
whatever skill it is. Vehicles, that's what it is.
Okay. There we go.
24. That's plenty good. So yeah, occasionally you have to get up and fly when you actually look like a storm's approaching. You have to deal with turbulence and such. And, I mean, you've done this before.
Right.
It sucked then too.
Yep.
By the time you land in Germany, you were thoroughly sick of all the CDs you've brought for music and such. Since you didn't really bring as large a collection as you might bring for a transatlantic flight in the van.
Oh, God.
How many times you were listening to Cyndi Lauper before you just start losing your mind?
I'm just gonna say that we just started streaming YouTube videos of music.
We listened to the soundtrack of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou 10 times!
Yeah,
Yes, you all have I'm a man of constant sorrow stuck in your head permanently for the next week.
Oh my God. I can't think of a fate worse than death. Or a fate worse than that. We should just kill ourselves now.
Oh, it could be worse.
Not
Go to
much.
Go to sleep, you little babe. Go to sleep, you little babe. You and me and the devil makes their egos. Ah!
But
I
yes,
like to imagine that Sophia has her private music selection in her suit.
See, and I could also picture a montage cutting between the people in the van and Jean, having a day of having a half day of cafe espresso sipping and shopping in Florence before driving back.
so yes, sketch.
And then everyone is just psychotically singing driving songs.
But yes,
Go ahead, Peter.
It's very. By the way, for the people who were in the van, you did not bring as much entertainment as you might have brought otherwise for a transatlantic flight, given how fast the van goes, because you were planning on that.
Why didn't one of us just bring an iPod and an adapter? How
Sophia
did we not
smirks.
think of this?
Sophia smirks and just kind of taps her suit a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Sophia's music is terrible.
Look, listen. Just because you don't like the soundtrack to Pokemon doesn't mean.
All right, Peter.
So, yes, Sketch, you arrive at where they're landing shortly before they land. They land, they drive up a bit, they get out of the van. They look, all of them look very tired, harried, and infuriated with life in general.
Also, Jean is wearing a completely different ensemble right now, and it looks fantastic and expensive.
Gene looks rested, happy, and looks like he's had, very nice food here.
He's wearing a scarf that he didn't have back home.
You guys have been subsisting on whatever snacks you had in the van.
It's Jean pulls out a thermos that is and it says, if any of you need it, I have some cafe from Florence here.
I point at Aaron.
I toss him the canteen. I toss him the thermos.
It bounces off of my shoulder.
It's sealed, so it's also vacuum sealed. It's that. I got that about 5 hours ago, but it should still be as hot as when I got it. Got some pastries, a couple of shirts. I think I got your sizes down, and some biscotti and cannoli, if you want it. But otherwise, how was the flight?
Sophia just grabs the pastries and shoves them in her mouth.
Well, those were for everyone, but you feel free to have them yourself.
I can have the biscotti. Having actually had biscotti, I do not like it.
It usually pairs better when you're actually dipping it in coffee. I found.
There's part of the reason why I don't like it. I hate coffee.
I'm going to need a chiropractor after this.
I could probably hook you up with one of the ones I've used here before. I'm gonna pull up my.
Take a shower.
Yes,
And
I didn't
scrub
bring
the
one of.
inside of the suit.
I didn't bring one of those, but I have a typical trick. He throws Dr. Arcane a packet of basically baby wipes.
Well, the German NSCA did set you up with a hotel.
Yes.
I know, just like I'll see if I can find a good massage therapist or chiropractor in the nearby area for errands.
Before we just collapse from travel fatigue, maybe we should just check in with the Germans here to make sure that there has been no negative update on the status of Archon.
Sure. You get a hold of them. That's pretty easy. They do inform you that nothing seems to have happened around the tower.
Yay!
Well, that's
They've
good.
got guards on post. It's been quiet.
Let's go recover then, and then head out because yeah.
All right. Well, you have a couple of rooms. You have a few rooms in a hotel, which is not the. It's not a top flight hotel, but it's not a dump either. It's just sort of a middle of the road hotel. So you have bathing facilities and everything, and beds.
Hooray!
Flump.
None of which helps Sophia in the least.
Not as such, no.
Shower, spend the next hour scrubbing out the inside of my armor, then pass out. Because there's going to be lots of body sweat smells in that.
Yeah,
it's
thankfully I designed my suit to be lived in for the rest of my life, so I don't have to worry about those things.
Clutch has, as I mentioned, he went and actually bought a change of clothes for everyone based on what he was going to guess their measurements to be, and he says, hopefully you're all willing to settle for Gucci. I know it's not the best, but they are Florence local, so I might as well support the local company when I was there, right?
This clothing feels uncomfortably comfortable.
That's the thread count talking to my friend.
Sophia looks at
Actually, Gucci
at
wouldn't have
Clutch.
any. Gucci wouldn't have that. That'd be more Armani anyway. Gucci would have. That'd be the shoes.
Sophia looks at Clutch and then just ponders, like, how the hell he would expect to get a shirt on her.
For those that would actually expect a change of clothes, or
Okay.
He throws a quadruple extra large shirt over her armor.
At that point, you may as well just get a cloak.
unfortunately, Gucci. I mean, they make various leather goods, but I don't think they make leather cloaks of that size. That would be an interesting thing for them to get into for superheroes, though.
Well, with a celebrity
A package
sponsor, I'm
delivery-
sure they'd do just fine.
A package is delivered to our hotel room, and Dr. Arcane pulls out his pinstripe pajamas and smoking jacket.
Yeah, but it's like Armani and Gucci. Yes.
Aaron goes to sleep wearing his mask.
Of course he does.
Naturally.
Well,
All right.
So
Well,
Are any of the beds large enough to hold Sophia in her armor?
sort of.
Am I going to have to, like, stack one bed on top of another or something?
We'll just lock your limbs, just prop you up at the corner.
You can do that if you feel inclined. I do not.
Well, if I were to feel inclined, wouldn't it be, like, in bed?
But
Oh, that was terrible, Eric.
That was terrible. I should be fired. But I'm not going to be, because I have tenure.
All right. Well, so you guys left the East Coast sort of in the early evening, which means you get to Germany in the sort of mid-morning. Well, sort of, because of time differences.
Yep, it's
For
15
another
hours plus
6.
Plus 6.
Roughly.
So.
Yeah.
So we wake up at midnight.
So yeah, you arrive. Local time when you arrive is sort of mid-afternoon. Well, actually, you probably arrive. Let's see. If you left at 6, the flight would take you till 9 in the morning. But it's 6 hours later than that, so it's 3 in the afternoon when you arrive in Germany.
So we wake up at midnight.
Probably. Well, you guys are asleep when at sort of late evening, so 10, 11, somewhere around there. When you all hear your hotel phones ringing, then your personal communication lines ringing, and Dr. Arcane, the sort of sending stone you have, also starts chiming.
Turn them all on at once. What?
You hear a babble of voices.
One at a time.
Should have only answered one then.
Things are going down in the Black Forest. They need backup. They need superpower backup badly ASAP.
You don't say.
The Black
All right.
Queen has shown up, and a lot of weird shit is going down in the forest.
Could be. I order to be. Okay, fine.
I was gonna say when you said that the hotel phone was going off, is it like the hotline but with a German accent?
like just clutches of pronto. Oh, wrong country.
Alright, let's go.
So yes, none of you have gotten really enough sleep. It is it is late night.
Luckily, I had a potion brewing that would take care of that. It's called coffee.
Coffee. Well,
Heroic pseudo music is playing while we sluggishly pull on our costumes.
but Gene
And Sophia once again easy modes the whole thing.
Gene is making espresso from the espresso machine he bought while he was in Italy. Because why not? Also, drip coffee. You're not going to get that here. They're just going to take the espresso and pour hot water on it to make cafe americano. So he gives Dr. Arcane a double shot and Errant a triple shot. Oh, don't worry. It only tastes bad for a moment.
Alright, so I guess we get into the van and drive off, and Clutch bikes off.
Yep. All right, so you arrive at the fringes of the forest where you left the van last time. When you arrived here. And I take it you set off into the forest then.
Yes.
All right. Well, it is dark, obviously. You have light sources, though, so I'm not going to worry about that. But the forest itself seems, once you're inside, seems darker and more foreboding than it was last time you were here. The shadows are deeper. Your lights don't seem to penetrate as far as they should into the forest.
Someone turned down the gamma.
You hear all sorts of, sort of strange noises, sort of echoing throughout the forest.
Wait a minute. Why do I have lights? I have infravision, detect magic, and...
I'm assuming that someone brought lights for the people who don't have that.
Oh. Well.
I have flashlights. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have light. I mean, hell, there's the headlamp on Clutch's bike.
I know. I was gonna say he doesn't need a flashlight. He has a headlight.
Well, I can't remove the headlight when I'm walking around. It's not like...
No, but you can aim that damn thing everywhere, and you know it.
True. But I have flashlights in the hidden compartments and all that
Yes.
other good stuff.
I imagine all of you have various means to see in the dark, or at least
He's got
create light.
flashlights and
Mitigate
duct
the
tape
dark.
in the back compartment, so we can duct tape a flashlight on top of Aaron.
At any rate, but yeah, for those of you using sort of non-normal vision, so infrared and whatnot, it doesn't seem to penetrate as deeply as it should. Also, your magical scans, Dr. Arcane, just so we get this out of the way before I forget.
Yes.
Well, the forest, as you remember last time when you were last here, radiated magic a fair bit anyways.
Right, because it's the Black Forest.
Right. There's definitely something dark and some sort of very dark and creepy magic that's been added to the area. If you want to give me a thaumatology roll, you might be able to identify some elements of it.
While he's rolling that, for reference, my scope has both dark and infravision.
That's good. This is somewhat
Not
magical.
rolling well today, but...
It's sort of a magical darkness is basically what it boils down to.
yeah.
I understand, just putting that out there for
I know.
reference.
Well, actually, that's still probably good enough to get some hints. There's definitely something familiar about it. Eric,
Okay.
Doc Arcane, you're vaguely remembering something unpleasant, like involving a hunt or something like that.
Oh, fuck.
When you hear baying of wolves.
Oh, fuck.
What is it?
What is it?
It's the Wild Hunt.
The what?
Please explain.
We're boned.
You should all
Well,
go
that's
to the
succinct.
Black Forest map and copy your tokens into the big square in the middle of it.
The Black Forest.
Oops. No, I do not change maps by pressing Alt-Tab.
A forest so nice it has an R twice.
I typed it wrong, whatever.
I know.
I know.
Obviously,
I had to
this
make-
area is for rest.
Well done, Nick.
He only thought of that because he's so tired.
How the hell did the Black Queen get the Wild Hunt? Jesus.
It
Well,
might not be
apparently
it
she
might not
would-
be the Wild Hunt, per se.
Well, whatever happened, clearly she had time to prepare.
All right, well, now you hear sort of you hear the baying of wolves, and you now hear sort of the sound of feet sort of running towards you, and you can now begin to make out some stuff out in the dark.
Okay.
Okay, so, well,
Shadow wolves.
They're
Doc,
big black wolves.
Doc, what can you tell me about these things?
Well, they're technically fey creatures. They're smarter than they look, and they're supernaturally fast and strong.
So what unusual do you know about them?
When they kill you, they won't bother with the body. They'll just drag your soul off.
At least At least they won't maim me that much then.
Yes, you will leave behind a beautiful corpse.
Fantastic.
How well does ordnance work on them?
I don't know. It's been a while since anyone's used. high
Then let us
explosives on
commence. Then let us commence the science. And I arm my rocket launcher.
All
So
right.
initiative.
Yes, initiative time.
Ah, hell.
Well, I rolled poorly for the regular wolves.
No objections.
That's an initiative.
Oh, it's terrible.
Wow. Wow.
It
you're
technically
going
could have been
last.
worse.
Wow. That's
Technically.
amazing, Eric.
Hey, match. Nope, wait, nope, I'm still ahead of that.
I'm just like 19, 2. And my bonus is +10, and yours is +1, and that just makes it all the worse.
Yeah, well, we're trying to roll low, right? I did good.
Right, we're trying to roll for armor class in pre-3rd edition.
Yeah.
We're rolling THACO.
You're trying to determine your armor class, and
No, not rolling
second
THACO. You're rolling armor class. THACO
Right.
would not be that.
Although if you got negative, then
That'd be good.
So, as everybody has set their initiatives in the list.
Doing so. Done.
Well, it is most of the good guys, the wolves, and then Dr. Arcane.
And 20 minutes later, Dr. Arcane.
You really need to get that one advantage that lets
I
you
really
use
do.
your int for your initiative.
Well, Clutch, you're up first.
All right. Yeah, whatever. I'm first. Let's see here. Dude. Alpha. The alphas are all there. Okay. Given that I'm debating whether I want to separate or whether we want to stay grouped up, or whether I should just lead the charge towards one direction to make the other one. Time to get. Okay. What I'm going to do is decide that at least we should be farther away from at least one of these groups than we're starting with. So I'm going to go eeny, meeny, miny this way.
Oh, damn it, that's the one I was going to shoot at. May I suggest this one? It's
does
further than the rest of them.
What? No, I'm suggesting one that all of us were going to move towards to make it harder for at least one of the other groups to catch up to us. Was the idea? Because
Yeah,
that
should
way
be able
we.
to twerp the one on the left here. Like Clutch goes in and slaughters all the mooks. The rest of us blow up the alpha, and Sophia blows up the group on the lower left here.
Okay.
Let me just double check what my rocket's range is. Let's see here. Okay, 275. I'm good. I can hit anything.
Okay. I'll move towards this one and make the attack against this wolf too. Probably while spouting some inflammatory comment about Twilight, because that's the in thing to do, I guess. And
Okay.
we'll see if 2 goes down on an easy enough hit. Unless that's a 30. That's a. Wait. What is my crit range on that thing? It proved critical 2, so that means that is a crit.
That would be a crit, yeah.
So, DC 30.
well, it can make that. No, it can't.
No,
What
it
am I
can't.
talking about?
No, it actually can't, Nick.
All
I
right.
thought I misread. I read the wrong.
And then now, next is the Mario Kart style power slide around to Wolfman 3.
V.
And a miss. I'm going to just invoke an instance of luck just to see if I can get one more kill out of this. 27, so that's a DC 25 for him.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He actually can potentially make this.
But doesn't.
Doesn't. And then I'll finish off the power slide at this one here. And 24, so it's a 25 DC.
Better.
Is he out or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
Yay, minions.
Better.
Yep.
Not enough.
yeah, it's like, and so basically that's Clutch's power slide, and he's done. And
Aaron, you're up.
he has his headlight pointing right at this guy for someone else to use as a target.
Let me see here. Movement 0 is 30 feet, and then it doubles with each instance after that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, good. Then I can make that easy. And,
Trying to blind the thing with the headlight. It's not working.
well, that's a 2.
That is.
All right. That's my turn.
The wolf seems unimpressed. Sophia.
Alright. We do so many systems, I just have to refresh my memory. I can attack and then move, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. You know, fun times.
All right. Yeah. So, dodge checks for all of them.
Mm-hmm. And that is Power 11, DC 26.
All right. So DC 21 for the dodge check, and then the
Right.
power. Yep. All right. So 11 for the alpha. Fails.
Oh, he fails.
10 for. I guess we're gonna go like that. Actually, we'll go clockwise. It's easier. So. So. 1
Ah,
succeeds.
screw you.
Succeeds, fails. All right. So power 26 on the alpha and on the regular wolf there. Oh, sorry, on these two. All right. So the alpha is toughness 10.
Oof.
Ooh.
He's hurt bad.
Yeah.
He is hindered.
Not so alpha, are you?
Ay, ay, ay.
Where'd my pen go? There it is. So that is alpha 3.
Alpha, bad shit's going down. We need some Power Rangers right now.
No way, man.
All right.
Teenagers
and
with
then-
attitude. Oh no.
So DC 26
Ranger.
37?
for 9. Yeah, no.
I like how Wyrod and I are the only ones who know what we're talking about.
I was blown
I know my Power Rangers relatively well.
We're not talking Power Rangers, though.
Oh, well then, never mind.
I was blown away when I found out that the guy who made that is my age, because that came out when I was like, 14. So.
Right. I'm seeing a lot of squishing.
Yeah, well,
Crunch.
they rolled really
Crunch.
poorly for their toughness checks. None of them rolled above a 5 in their toughness checks.
That went exactly according to plan, actually.
Yeah, I think the red caps stole all their luck. So there you go.
All right. Do you want to move?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
go.
year. Why not? I think.
Okay. Well, there's a baying of
Yeah.
more baying and such.
Hey, wait a minute. He's hindered.
Oh, you're right. He only moved half speed. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm hoping that he can't move 250 feet per round. It's like, what's the point of positioning then?
Nope. Their top speed 120. However,
Yeah, who the hell didn't see that one coming?
God damn it.
Dr. Arcane's like, okay, so we're gonna go over there, right? Right?
Guys?
Guys, where'd you go?
Turns around.
Yeah, they come charging and sort of
guys?
flickering in and out of existence as they close on Dr. Arcane. Alright, the Alpha goes first.
Surprise, that hits.
Alright, it leaps up on you, trying to barrel you into the ground, but give me a toughness check. Alright, you shrug off the damage. Give me a fortitude check also.
Are these things fey?
Are these actually fake? Because that would be hilarious.
It does not seem to be inconvenienced by your armor at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, wait a minute, if they're fey, this is a very important question.
The four wolves try to maul Dr. Arcane and immediately burst into
Silver flames.
No, they just hit him and then they melt.
21. Okay, that's good enough to keep on your feet. It is unable to knock you to the ground. Alright, we're going to do the wolf that does not have flanking now, number 12. They're not that accurate. That'll hit, though, definitively. It basically bites at you. This one's a power 8 attack.
Meh.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. The other two bite at you. They have flanks. So, one.
Wow, they both missed. I'm shocked and amazed.
Maybe the cold iron's actually helping somehow. I don't know.
That or an act of cosmic balance has occurred after the whole red cat bullshit.
Yeah. That's a fast puppy.
Actually, he's gonna hang there. And he's gonna spread a little over there. There we go. Alright, the wolves are... Actually, that's just a move. The regular wolves don't have anything really cool they can do, but the alpha does.
By the way, what are the charging rules in this one? Is it like a full round action?
I have no freaking clue.
It just occurred to me.
I thought there weren't charging rules in this game.
I don't think there are, but I'm going to double check. Actually, it looks like there is.
It's like, this seems like a time where it's a good thing to check.
I'm looking it up right now. You rush for an attack, you move your speed, rank, and a piece of movement available to... Alright, so it's charge is a standard action where you move your speed and... So yes, you can move and then charge attack if you want. You get to basically do your full move again. At the end of the move, you perform a close attack against your opponent with a -2 penalty to the attack check.
So it's a 4th edition charge, but with a penalty.
Instead of a
bonus.
Yep. You have to move in a relatively straight line on the charge action.
Okay.
That must be so that you can just... You're capable of moving more in distance, I guess.
But they are not doing that. I guess the Alpha is going to... Yeah, the Alpha's going to bay. It is a cone attack. And select this. I need dodge checks from Sophia, Errant, and Clutch.
Is this a fear effect?
Sort of. Being fearless doesn't actually help.
Okay. Let's see here. Dodge.
Hopefully that 29 is good enough.
Oh, yeah. You're having the effect.
Yeah, who the hell didn't see that coming?
And 28. Yeah. Okay. So it's full effect on Errant and sorry, it's full effect on Sophia, half effect on Errant and Clutch. I need a will check from everybody.
Gotcha.
Is my will 9? I do not remember. Yes, it is.
That was not nearly as impressive.
Okay.
Oh, fuck this. I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, so that's actually a 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Debating whether I should use hero point or luck in this. What is the effect of this?
What is the effect of this? Hang on.
Because I did really good on the dodge, but not on the will.
Yeah, you did fail that. You will be affected. You're going as half power. So it's an affliction. I just gotta look up the actual effects of it. 1 second. Where are you? Yeah, basically, you are feeling somewhat disoriented, Sketch. It's like almost like it's inflicting vertigo on you. It is. Where are you? I'm trying to find the right keywords.
Damn it,
Hello?
Hello?
No word?
Is it my turn yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm looking this up. So you are. Well, basically it's a power 10 attack, which is halved, so it's 15. So it's a DC 15 check for this.
Okay, my connection just went weird.
So what is
Yeah, you were gone for a bit.
conditions that I get?
Yeah. Well, you are. I'm just looking what stage you're at.
I failed by 2 degrees, technically.
Yeah, 2 degrees. All right. So that kicks you up to dazed.
Okay, how long is that? Is that like?
Well, it's a check at the end of each of your turns to bust out of it, basically.
Okay.
And it'll kick you down to. Where is it? Where are you? Yeah, basically, it'll kick you down to impaired, which is -2 on your attack checks.
Okay.
The stage. If you make another save at the end of your turn. If you make it by 1 degree, you kick down 1 thing, or if you made it by more than 2, you
Okay.
shake for
I'll let it ride for now.
Okay. Then it is done. That was the alphas; they're all done, and the wolves. Dr. Arcane,
Hooray! I get to do things!
you are surrounded by wolves.
No, I'm not.
They are very irritated with you and you're flying.
I'm gonna blast Alpha 1.
Okay. No, you're really not.
No, I'm not.
Whiff. All right, Clutch. You get 1 action.
Let's see here. Yeah, that is. I wonder if there's a way I could just smack. Is there a way I can smack that wolf as part of that 1 action?
You can perform a charge action.
I will charge and attack him with that. There's ways for. Just do the attack with a -2 on it.
Yep.
Okay. Is there a benefit for charging or?
Nope.
Okay, cool. 19, which is still enough to hit.
No, it's not.
It's not. You need a 21 to hit them.
You would have hit. You would have
Oh,
hit if.
oh, okay,
if
okay,
without
right.
-2. Yeah.
Right, got it. Okay. Right.
Roll to save.
Yeah, roll save. So that's a
The
just
willpower
a
check.
The willpower check.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to
No.
hero point that.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's only by 1.
All right, so you are now vulnerable.
Okay.
Not vulnerable.
Impaired.
Impaired. That's it. So you're -2 to your attack rolls.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right, Aaron, you're up.
All right, I will attack the wolf. Okay, so that's a crit.
Yeah.
So that's a. I also beat him by 10, so that's a toughness check of 33. He's dead.
Shanky McStab Pants.
But
I don't know what the doctor was so worried about. Meanwhile, Dr. Arcane floats over. He's got bite marks in his armor.
Sophia.
Gee, whatever will I do? I'm going to continue with my experiment.
All right, same deal. Dodges.
Yep.
Alpha. Yeah.
Asshole.
And then basically, clockwise. Fail.
Fail.
Succeed.
Jerk.
All right, so the 2 that failed.
Woo! Squish.
All right, the other one. I'll arrow that.
Ah.
Is it 26? Oh, this is one that passed. Never mind. Yeah, he's fine. And the alpha.
He's fine.
He's fine also because he passed his dodge check.
You got rid of 2 of them. It's okay.
If not every single thing explodes, then it's not worth it.
See, this was a success over here.
Yes! That is how you do it.
This one comes barreling into Aaron.
Okay.
What was its attack roll? Yeah, it's good, but not amazing. Oh wait, no, that was the wrong one. Hang on. I was looking at the wrong set of stats.
Bilby Guy in the chat notes that Aaron almost hit that wolf as hard as he hit Dr. Arcane last time.
Yeah.
Dr. Arcane's tougher, though.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Ruff.
Yay!
Oh, never mind then. More alphas coming.
Oh, God.
Fancy meeting you here.
Rough.
Oh, God. He's no longer dazed.
No, he's not.
I have to ask.
Yeah?
What kind of altitude are you keeping, Dr. Arcane?
Obviously not enough.
No, you didn't specify, so.
That's a good point.
Alright, so. Alpha 1.
It's.
Yeah, that'll hit. It is flanking you.
Uh-oh.
It gets bonus damage when it's flanking.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be a thing.
So it is power 12 on the attack. Alright, I need a fortitude check from you also because it's trying to bury you to the ground. Oh, you are born to the ground.
Hero point that.
23. Alright. Well, the other one goes for you then.
I don't want to be mauled by horrible monsters.
I think a 17 hits you, correct?
Yeah.
All right, same thing. Power 12 attack.
Meh.
Bruise.
You're bruised. Since you are actually affected, you are automatically borne to the ground.
Damn it.
So you're now being pinned to the ground by a wolf.
That's not good.
You might want to take off next turn.
Oh fuck!
All right. Well, they are flanking you, and they get special bonuses for targets on the ground.
So, Dr. Arcane,
That misses you somehow.
We've seen how the wolves respond to ordnance. How do you?
That missed you, Eric. So
Okay.
you're DC 7. You're dodge 7 now, right?
I'm gonna find out. Yes.
Yeah. That one hits you though.
Yeah.
All right. Normally power 8 plus 2 more for the flank plus 4 more for the prone. So.
Sweet zombie Jesus.
Arr, 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 arr.
So DC 29. You're bruised again. Yay!
The wolves are currently trying to savage Dr. Arcane.
On the bright side, you haven't been dazed, so you get multiple actions still.
Yeah.
Oh god!
Arr! Again, flickering in and out of existence as it comes looping around. It attacks you. You are not prone, so...
Damn right.
Yeah, it's...
That's a hit.
Yeah.
It's power 10.
Okay. Oh, fuck that. Okay.
24. Bruce. Yeah.
I like how that's been the exact response for this. One of us rolls a lousy defense roll. We're just like, fuck that reroll. Every single one of us that has rerolled has done that, except Sketch.
What? Oh, I rerolled a save.
Yeah, but you didn't say fuck that.
It's coming after
Every
Sophia.
single one of us has.
I will at some point now that you said it.
Now it has to be done.
It hits
Now
you.
it has to be done.
You are bitten by a wolf, Sophia. Make your toughness check. It's power 8. You should pass this.
Okay. Crap. Yeah, whatever.
You're fine.
Yes, you actually, no, it's power 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're actually bruised.
Okay.
Yeah, false negative, I know, but... Alright, Dr. K, you are buried under wolves at the moment.
This is where I fly straight up in the sky, and it's very dramatic.
The wolves are coming up with you at the moment. Actually, Eric, you can't just take off. You're going to have to try to escape from them at the moment.
Can I do that by blasting a wolf?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'll just blast him straight up in the sky, because that'll be hilarious.
Okay.
The Huntsman's Wolf Elf at 3.
Okay.
I can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Alright, well, the bolt of Audic energy slam... Actually, it doesn't so much dodge as the energy bolt sort of deflects off of it.
Goddamn cheating son of a...
Actually, yeah.
Yes.
This-
Assuming that this one isn't female.
there's not a lot else I can do, I guess.
Not at the moment.
Suppose I could fucking just use the hero point, because I'm annoyed.
Okay. 25. That'll hit.
Now you're hit.
Actually... I don't think 25 hits. No.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. Never mind. Right, it does 10 plus...
It's
no.
plus 10, not
I-
plus 15.
I was thinking of the damage checks. Never mind. No, you hit. Alright, so your damage to your attack is
13.
13, so DC 28.
It's dead.
Yeah. And you can take off into the sky now, since that was the one that was holding you down.
I think that was the one that was holding me down.
It was, actually. It very specifically was, actually. Whoosh, and you'd fly. How high up in the air do you want to go, Eric?
I'm going to go good 25 feet.
Okay.
The jerks.
Clutch! You're no longer dazed.
Hooray. Well, I got a wolf sitting here next to me. I'm gonna teach it what my problems are with wolves demonstrating properties of the uncertainty principle.
So you're going to hand it that cafe that no one wanted?
What do you mean? I gave Aaron the entire thermos. He still has it.
No, I don't.
No, he didn't take it.
Anyways.
Anyway,
I like the idea of assaulting wolves with coffee. Leave me alone.
it doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
That doesn't make it funny. Anyway, yeah, he gets attacked. We'll see if this leads off to some fun stuff there. That attack lands.
Yes, it does.
It's done.
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. I'm going to do this in a slightly conventional manner and go backwards, hook around, and hit this wolf on my way over to where Dr. Arcane is. Oh, that's not quite enough. I'm gonna luck this one just to give myself at least 2 of these being taken down. There's a crit, so that at least guarantees that one going down. And then power slide around and hit this one. We'll see if I can get the momentum to keep going. Another crit.
Sweet. Good use of luck.
And then wrap around. Last wolf. 26. So there you go.
Yay! No more minions.
So the minion. So my job is done of taking care of the minions. It's like I'm gonna be like Liam Neeson in that one movie, except I'm actually gonna have a payoff in the end.
Oh!
I never even seen it. And I know there's a cliffhanger in the end. It doesn't get resolved.
Aaron.
Did you just reference?
Gray.
The gray.
The gray. Yeah.
Aaron, may I suggest letting me move first so that we can get flanking on this damn thing?
Go right ahead.
Alright. Doodaloo. And Rayblade.
Let it rip.
Ah.
Whiff.
Actually, that's supposed to be like +2 from flanking, isn't it?
Yeah, still
You
misses.
still missed though.
Still miss. Okay.
They're you need DC 21 to hit them.
Okay. All right.
My turn.
You go.
I hit with that.
Aha! Strategy.
Because of the flanking. All right.
Fortunately, my toughness isn't very. Okay, yeah, he's fine.
Sophia went. I guess it's the wolf's turn. Well, the things just got a lot less interesting for the wolves.
Our pack's dead. Shit.
I'm going to move this dead wolf just so it's not sitting in that square. The wolf sort of disappears from between the two of you and appears there. Because they can. They can teleport.
Sure, why not?
Ruff.
Shit.
It's power. It's power 10.
And I'm dazed.
All right. You are dazed. All right. Alpha 4 runs over here, kicks up off the tree, comes looping back around this way, and comes landing on tries to land on top of Dr. Arcade in midair.
God damn it!
It pulls a clutch.
Yes, it does.
I was gonna say, it's like, hey, Clutch, I think we found your best friend.
Oh,
That's a crit, actually.
Okay, toughness check.
Effectively power 15, so, yeah, DC 30.
For me?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, he can make it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I do.
God damn it. Alright, and since you're flying that high up in the air, the odds of it actually burying you all the way to the ground are basically non-existent. So it lands on the ground and looks up at you and glares.
Aha!
Alright, Doc, you're up.
Alright. So our dancing, jumpy Clutch wannabe. Not 209. I still can't hit the broadside of a barn, though.
There's a reason why I like my rocket. I can just skip that part.
Clutch, you're up.
You know, as much as I like this guy's tactics and his moxie, I'm just gonna have to rough him up a little bit.
Clearly, you should be putting a collar on him.
I don't do well with animals. I mean, after that 13th movie, I probably should have learned my lesson. Anyway,
Air buddies, kings of the road.
right. I tell you, it actually didn't take that long to teach that dog how to ride a motorcycle. But then it started getting really rough on the road, taking out all those pedestrians, and then we had to kind of CGI the rest of the movie. It was not a good time.
Yay, it's a hit.
It's a hit.
Alright.
Probably will absorb. What?
Nice. Not quite enough to kill it, but
That's it's a good outcome though.
if it were possible for it to have rolled a 0, it would be dead.
If it were possible, but no.
Ow.
Yes.
I'll hold off for Sophia again.
Bike vent.
Alright, yeah. Sophia,
Oh, hold
let
on.
to go.
Go ahead, Word.
Okay. Kick. Still no hit.
Yep. My turn.
Yep.
There we go.
There we are. That's
Ow.
a credit, isn't it?
Toughness DC 33.
In theory, you can pass this.
Isn't that a crit?
Yeah, that's why I said toughness DC 33.
In theory, it cannot be destroyed by this.
Fucking hell!
It is not destroyed by this. It is bruised!
Oh, speaking of bruises, mine is gone. Poof.
I know.
Already
Go
went.
again, please.
I wish I could.
Well, let's see. It's gonna teleport again, because it can.
You son of a bitch!
I knew that was coming. I knew I was either going to go for Dr. Arcane or Clutch because there'd be flanking over there, and Arcane's in the air, so I was like, well...
Everybody, come down.
Oh, look, there's more of you.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a crit.
Oof.
Well, let's see let's see how this goes.
So, DC, it's power 15 effectively.
No. We'll hero point that.
30!
At least it's a 30.
Which is exactly enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
I will say that if it was a 7, yeah, I would have been okay with that too. At least it's just 1 degree.
Alright, also I need a fortitude check from you, Sketch.
Oh, is this gonna happen? Yeah, I think
This is
so.
gonna happen.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're brought to the ground.
Oh, brought from the ground from my bike, or
Yep.
just...
You're not. Yes, you're knocked. It sort of knocks you down. Rawr!
Oh, come on. I mean,
Alpha 4 goes after you now.
That's not good. That's
Not a
really
not a crit.
not a crit, at least. So what
It
is
just looks like it.
Yeah. So +2 damage for the flank, +4 for the ground. So power 16 effectively.
Oh god.
So it's a 31.
Yes.
Well, that's just great.
Uh-oh.
No,
He's unconscious.
that's the reason why I have 3 instances of luck. So, all right.
You're bruised.
That's
Only 1
decidedly
degree
less
failure.
off.
Like,
Nom nom.
oh, like you're next. Gonna choke you with my back axle.
Well, Doc Arcane, you're up.
Well, unless I'm wrong, it's Alpha 2 that's holding down Clutch.
It is.
It is. So you should probably take out Alpha 4 while the going's good.
Alpha
I can
2 eats. Alpha 2 gets a hit.
Yay.
All right.
Yay.
That is bruised and dazed.
Ah!
I believe you're power 13, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's dazed. It can no longer hold Clutch down, so Clutch can get back up on his turn. Actually, it's a DC. It rolled a 20. I forgot it was bruised already. Which is. Yep. All right. Well, Clutch. You can get back up now.
I can get back up. All right.
You're not being held down.
Yeah. Okay. I'm wondering who I'm going to be pissed off more. The one that held me down, the one that made me bleed my own blood.
The one who, not for your luck, would have taken you out of the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do
Made me
the
bleed my own
nobody
blood.
makes me bleed my own blood. And yeah, the one that I wounded earlier is gonna get biked. It's gonna get biked so much in the face. That's a 23,
That hits.
so it hits.
Oh,
Well, 21 hits anyways, so.
Yeah. See if he. Come on.
He is bruised once, so that.
Roll one again. That's good enough.
hey.
I believe that's enough to drop it, actually.
That's
3 degrees, right?
that's 3
If it's-
degrees.
if
Yeah.
It's already
it's alright.
hindered, so.
Yeah, it's done.
Well, bam! No more flanking.
Are you sure about that?
No more flanking for the wolves.
Never mind. So here.
Alright. Just gonna. Let's see here. Well, may as well just stand here. Ray Blade. Yeah, there we
There
are.
you go.
What's the damage on this?
It's a power 13.
Okay.
You have crit on your Ray Blade?
Yeah. What did I roll? An 18? Oh, yeah, that's a crit.
It's dead.
Yep, it's done. By the way, you now see why Dr. Arcane was actually scared of these things.
Yeah, the whole, oh, you're pro, nom nom nom.
Yes.
Delicious.
It's like they're wolves or something.
Yes! They're terrifyingly fast, scary wolves that can teleport.
Well,
Wolves.
these are going in
That's
the
not
right
even
direction.
proper canon.
You still hear baying out in the woods in places.
At least we know we're going in the right direction. Well, let's keep going.
All right, you guys keep going through the woods towards the tower. All right, when you get to the tower, you notice a couple of things. First off, the first and most obvious thing is, well, okay, actually, there are a lot of obvious things I'm thinking about it. For starters, there's a lot of smoke in the area. Looks like a big fight's gone down here. You see scattered across the ground. You see the unconscious bodies of a bunch of NSCA agents. Basically, you see a bunch of German sort of police, German agency agents on the ground, unconscious, badly mauled, injured, etc., in bad shape. There's a couple of people who are very likely German superheroes who are sort of slumped up against trees and such. Again in bad shape. You notice the wreckage of a fairly large robot in the area. Errant, you know something about European superheroes. He is a German. He's a German hero who basically pilots a big mecha thing. He's called Iron Titan. That's how it translates.
Das Iron Titan.
Yeah.
Ah.
But his mecha is currently on the ground, pouring smoke and sparking out of various parts. One of his arms has been blown off. He is sort of... You notice that he seems to have been thrown clear of the canopy. He does not look like he's in good... He's not moving much at the moment.
Gene is looking over his Italian to German phrase book.
There's the other big thing you notice that there is a large energy barrier that seems to have been erected around the tower.
Oh, great.
That sort of glitters and flickers.
Oh, that's not good.
Doc?
Yo.
This barrier, you notice two things. One, the barrier you're looking at is very clearly Fey magic. But,
so you can just walk right the hell in.
Actually, yes, you could walk right through that barrier. However, there seems to be another barrier on the inside of it.
Oh.
Almost as someone had thought of that.
Right. Wait a minute, if Dr. Arcane shows up, you'll just ignore this one.
Okay.
You just walk through the Fey barrier. Avon!
You also notice, if you look around... Actually, you all can give me... I think this is perception checks in this, right?
Yes.
That's why I looked at the skills in this. So yeah, perception checks. Remember.
I know it is.
I don't. So it's like, so good evening. Is
I might.
What'd you roll?
Then
16.
16. Maybe. What? And Doc?
Doc continues to roll poorly.
Ah, okay. Well, Aaron, you definitively notice this. Sophia, you may or may not. You notice there are a bunch of footprints that seem to be heading into the tower. The most noticeable ones is someone wearing high heels. You probably have a good guess at who that is. You notice that there's one set of very large, sort of heavy footprints.
Well, she had very heavy set minions too, so...
Yeah, you're guessing it's probably another Fomori. The footprints are very misshapen and weird, so probably another Fomori. And then it looks like at least one person who is wearing some sort of metallic heavy shoes.
Well, let's try and find a way inside then.
Well, there's that. There's also the fact you've got a whole bunch of badly injured law
Yeah,
enforcement
that was
personnel
kind of
outside.
my immediate priority. I was going to suggest that Dr. Arcane and I do what we can to stabilize these people, and maybe I can
Somewhat patch job this guy's mech so it isn't completely totaled.
Yeah, quick triage. to
Totaled,
make
but
sure
not
no one's
completely
dying.
totaled.
So yeah, if you guys want to give me medicine rolls, go right ahead.
I don't do medicine. I do magic.
Yes, he does.
I'll assist on the medicine. That would be
Right, so yeah, you make your healing check, Doc.
Alright, treatment check is...
Oh, come on. We get 2 hero points, right?
Yeah, don't worry too much. What did you roll total?
1.
So what's the total on that, though?
13.
Yeah,
let me-
it's enough to stabilize people and do basic
Damn
first
it, I
aid.
can't even get my assist roll high enough for it. Oh well.
We are the worst heroes.
Guten
One is-
Abend. Wie geht es Ihnen?
Sophia has her translator on at this moment, and then she just slaps her face.
What are you trying to say, Clutch?
Asking how they're doing.
Oh,
And stop
I
asking
asked
about
them
their
how they're
mothers.
doing. Your conjugation is terrible. You know that, right?
No, my intonation is terrible.
You're just terrible. Let's put it
And
that
your
way.
conjugation.
I'm conjugating
Alright.
properly.
All right, I want to look at the busted ass mech real fast.
Okay.
Like, see if it has like any weapons that I might be able to like fire off that could potentially help with the barriers or something. So I'm gonna do a
Probably
tech.
not. Yeah, give me a technology roll.
Yeah. There it is. 30.
Okay, that's impressive.
If nothing else, I'd like to at least make it so it doesn't implode.
It is very unlikely to implode. Honestly, the biggest problem that the mecha that the thing has right now is that it's basically out of power at this point. It basically runs on it runs on large capacitors, and the capacitors are basically drained. It has a small generator for like emergency backup stuff, and to recharge generators under stress use. So the capacitors. The one thing with that roll is you are fairly certain that yes, okay. Fortunately, the capacitors are discharged, right? Mostly discharged right now because it is possible, given the state of the mech, that they could, explode if things went wrong. So you're able to patch up so that it'll be able to eventually recharge itself. But yeah, its weapon systems are not in shape to be used at the moment.
All right, just for the sake of it, what kind of arms was this guy packing?
It's got a sort of, it's got a heavy particle accelerator in one of its, it's sort of its big heavy doom gun.
Right.
A couple of laser cannons, and some missile launchers. Also, it is large and has big heavy fists, so it probably punches hard.
Right. On the whole, I approve.
You guess it's pretty big. It's like 20 feet tall. But yeah, you notice that it looks like the arm was torn off by something with claws.
Ooh. As an aside, I'm gonna take a post-it and I'm just going to scribble on it. If you need any new weapons, call me, and I'm gonna leave my business number.
I'm gonna start working on dismantling the barrier.
All right. Well, you don't have to roll to dismantle the Fey barrier for the most part.
Yeah, I poke it and it just goes away.
It's a little more complicated than that, but yeah, basically.
He does the Wes dance from Mother 3.
Do the Carlton in it.
Basically, you keep your armor in it for a lengthy period of time and recite a couple of minor rituals, and it goes away. You're like, yeah. A Fey exclusion shield. Cute. However, the interior barrier is more significant. It's a powerful energy barrier. It doesn't seem magical.
I'm going. Can I scan it with my scope?
Absolutely.
All right, tech check.
Yeah, sure. Give me a technology check.
30 again.
It's an impressive display of sort of basically force field technology. You're not sure what's generating it. You can't see it where you are right now.
If I go around the perimeter of it, can I try to see something that might do it?
You'd guess whatever it is probably dead center of the tower.
I'm going to pick up a rock and toss it at the barrier.
Boink. It bounces off.
All right.
Okay, so it's a kinetic barrier.
Yes.
I turn on my Vorpal blade and start trying to cut through it.
It's kinetic. That's probably not the way you get through it.
I don't care. I'll try.
All right. Well, your blade is Vorpal.
Yes. It affects insubstantial.
I know. That's what I'm thinking about. This is a blade that's designed. This is a setting where it's designed to kill ghosts and stuff. I'm not sure exactly.
Errant cuts through it, and then we hear over the loudspeaker, "Thank you for using the Jabberwock force field system."
And all the while, Clutch is trying to ask what the other German superheroes if they speak English with his very slow reading.
A couple of them do speak English, actually.
It's like, sprechen Sie English? How that's supposed to
Yeah.
Oh, good. It's
Most
so
of us,
annoying.
a lot of us do. You know that, right?
It's fun to revisit the person who doesn't know how to pronounce the language properly sort of field, but anyway, yes.
If you would like to purchase the Jabberwocky Force Field, call 1-800-765-7767. That's 1-800-SNICKERSNAP.
Nice.
Nice.
Well played, Nick.
I'm so happy to have set that one up.
Sadly, that's not what happens. But actually, Nick, your sword passes right through the barrier.
I imagine that I can't really cut through it, though.
No.
Just kind of comes back.
Yeah, it's like the barrier isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're swinging your sword through water.
All right. If I could somehow get the sword to like expand into an arch, that would be great. But yeah.
As a science experiment, I'm going to deploy my lightning generator and just blast it with electricity.
Okay.
Alright.
The electricity sort of arcs around off the thing and sort of ends up grounding itself.
Alright. Worth trying.
Oh, absolutely.
Does the force field go under the ground?
That's another
It
thought.
looks like it might. You'd have to dig to see. I assume you dig to see.
Yeah.
I'll just blow away a lot of the dirt with my...
You guys are. That's easy enough to actually get there. It's not a problem. Yes, it seems to go under the ground and it sort of seems to be curving. It seems to form a perfect sphere around the tower.
Right. So we're dealing with a big globe. Clearly we need Atlas.
And then he just sort of shrugs at the suggestion.
I hate you. All right, so anything else you guys want to try?
Well, we have something that can actually pass through the barrier. And we have magic and science experts. So if we were able to somehow harness the energy signature of my sword and then project an opening into the thing, then maybe that would work.
Maybe.
Okay, you know what?
Sophia thinks that Aaron is now secretly a Star Trek geek.
No, you see, if we just create a subquantum resonance along the mana fields, and
He knows Dr. Arcane is.
Oh, I can only handle so much pseudo techno babble. This is even a techno babble grade.
Essentially, all I'm saying in character is like, is it possible to, copy the energy that my sword gives off and then turn it into a different shape? That's it.
Yeah,
yes, feasibly.
yes, we can tap into the morphic fields of the area and
just as one
plate lines.
Just as one final experiment before I start like fudging with people's equipment. My suit does have its grav-line thruster, which is what I usually use to get around, but it is gravity-based. I would like to basically like put my foot against the thing and see if activating it will do anything with the field.
That's a really good question. Honestly, it doesn't do anything to the field, but it looks like the sort of the waves that the graviton waves that you generate basically pass through it.
Wait, what if? Okay, I gave myself the Squire skill so that I can mess around with my equipment in certain circumstances. Can I do that to modify the shape that my vorpal blade comes out so that it makes an opening that we can walk through?
I was kind of thinking that. And this business with the gravity things makes me also wonder, maybe like we could make a hole or something and project something through it. Maybe hit the generator.
Alright. So you can. You want to know if you can control. I have no idea. Can you control the shape of your sword?
Well,
I'm gonna
I've
ask a
never
question.
tried
could
before.
bend the we could
okay,
just
okay.
bend the
I'm
sword
just-
into a ring.
I'm gonna
I'm
ask.
not
a
going to
question.
do that.
Can I? Okay. I'm gonna ask Garrett. How does your how is your sword's shape defined?
Sure.
Your sword shape.
Sword.
How is it restricted by something physical with the construction or with some other aspect of its design?
Well, I've never tried to do this before, so.
Okay. Basically, if
Now,
from my understanding,
the blade can extend, so.
Yeah, there's that.
okay. So basically, there's both the blade and then something that surrounds the blade. Correct?
I don't know. I've never bothered to think about it before.
Well, this is the time to think about it, then, Nick. I'd say.
Okay. So
If we assume that the Vorpal blade is not actually constrained to the metal blade, then that would mean that there would be more freedom to changing it.
right.
Also, the Vorpal blade has reach to it, but not as long as my straight up full extendo blade does.
Okay.
So basically, this is how.
It's got to reach so that it's got a reach of 1, which means the blade can reach stuff 12 feet away from me, which if it were possible to bend, that would mean that we could probably make a hole sizable enough for us to pass through.
All right.
So yeah, what Gene's been doing is sort of taking notes, and if with Aaron's permission, taking a sword and actually examining it a little bit,
Yeah.
and asking questions like, okay, so where does the Vorpal component of the blade originate from? Probably the handle, and it basically shoots out constrained.
I know that I have, and if I have the expertise to actually maintain my equipment and stuff, then I know this shit at least.
Yes.
Right,
you do.
exactly. So basically, the way it's being kept around the blade is most likely by some sort of force, possibly analogous to electromagnetic. So if we could manipulate that relationship, then we could theoretically extend its range, both in length, width, circumference, whatever you want to go by with it, to make it create a larger effect. Question is, where can we control that? And at this point, with my modern technology, I'm going to see if I can, with Aaron's basically mainly guiding, try to determine. Effectively he's trying to look at this kind of like modifying a laser. How you basically modify a couple.
If I may, Mecha.
Yes.
Would a hero point say that I can use my grav thrusters to manipulate the blade as we needed to make that door?
Sure. Why not?
Yay!
Dude, we are in the realm of such technobabble at this point.
I'm trying to keep as little technobabble out of this as possible.
I'm keeping this as simple as possible. Damn.
Hero point is a perfectly viable use for a hero point.
We almost never use the hero points to manipulate the scene, so I'm like, you know what? Now seems like a good time.
Because we have to save him for the combats.
I was just gonna eventually lead this into that. So
Yeah,
maybe I would
have had the hero pointed it anyway. So
Yeah. All right, yay, we're through.
All right. So what I'm going to need from everybody at this point, Nick, that was you made your squire roll there.
Well, if we're just gonna hero point it, then yeah.
Well, no, the hero point's going to. We need some roll. I do need a couple. I'll need that, and I'll need at least.
Okay, we'll need a tech roll, I guess.
I need a tech roll from everybody who's working on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
31.
If this is going to be counted as a group roll, I'll approach it like a group roll.
That's fine.
Okay, then that is. That's
All right.
enough.
I'm
That's
sorry, I
enough.
got
That's
distracted.
enough to
What was I
bolster.
rolling?
That's enough to bolster the main roll, which is Sophia's. Because we're doing an actual straight up tech roll. She's the one that needs to be doing the leading.
All right. That's the 30 pluses should be sufficient.
Okay, cool.
All right. So you're able to by sort of routing the sort of graviton generators in Sophia's boots through the Galatech blade set on Vorpal mode, you're able to manipulate the shape of it to create a hole in the barrier that allows you all to get through.
Sweet.
I know you let us freeform answers almost all the time, but you were not expecting this bullshit, were you?
I had no plan for this at all. I was waiting for you guys. It was a classic. Throw you guys stuff. Let you see what answer you come up with.
And this time you're like, well, shit, that wasn't a good idea at all.
No, I think it was great. It was wonderful. It was so in genre. I have zero problem with it.
Well, as soon as it was like, hey, my blade actually cuts through this stuff. All right. Oh, pardon me. Okay, so I guess we'll head inside and I'll check to see if my sword can actually work properly now.
Oh, yes, your sword works fine now. You're able to take things apart.
No, the Bilby guy, Aaron's sword is not hooked up to Sophia's boots. As awesome as that would be to just kick the shit out of things with a Vorpal boot.
Ow, my brain.
They're like logging boots. They help me climb things that I'm going to kill.
Okay.
All right.
What's his boots?
All right. Okay. I want to take a short break here so that I can get something to drink and use the restroom.
Okay.
So we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes.
Okie dokie.
That's fine. I was going to make myself a sandwich because I'm hungry.
Okay. So we'll be right back, folks.
I'm trying to use as little techno babble as necessary. In fact, almost none. Let's see here. Like I'm gonna get Aaron hooked on coffee at one point. That's not gonna happen.
No.
I will say it's kind of funny when I went to when I was visiting my brother in Italy, way back in college. The fact that if you wanted to get a cafe Americano, all that was espresso watered down with hot water.
That's ridiculous.
Because they don't do, most of them just don't do drip style coffee. Because they just make espresso and build things off of that.
It's like, no, it's an espresso just, made differently. What?
Well, what's interesting, Nick, I think you'll find this hilarious, is somebody who tried to argue, at one point, I don't know where, that espresso was originally a Cuban thing.
Huh.
This is very hard for me to figure out, given the fact that espresso is very clearly an Italian word.
Yeah.
But they're mainly in reference to Cafe Cubano, Cuban coffee, where they basically take espresso made on a sort of stovetop sort of mechanism and load the crap out of it with sugar.
I have returned it.
Hooray!
Yay, sandwich.
Here. Someone's eating something right now. Just tell. Sense it.
It's almost like I've openly declared it.
It's a mystery.
The guy actually brings up a good point. I don't think Gene ever said anything about having Clutch as an alias when joining up or ever.
Well, he has
Like, I imagine it's like an off-screen thing that we can hand wave, but it is
Yeah.
an observation.
No, it's there's actually a handful explanations for them. Among them are it's another nickname that he has, with regards to from him when he was a stunt person that just stuck. Another is that it is a recurring character in a number of his movies, namely the nickname he would have in the bike cop films. But he doesn't have a superhero name. It's just a nickname that goes well with him. That's why I interchangeably call him Gene and Clutch, because either name works fine for him.
Alright.
And the reason why Gene doesn't ask him to call him Clutch in character specifically is because he doesn't really care. They call him Gene or
Right.
Clutch, he'll respond to either.
Like, there's no hiding for him. Like, anyone who looks at him,
Right, he has no.
has-
He doesn't have an. He doesn't have. That's actually part of his whole. That's part of his complications, is that he doesn't. He doesn't have a secret identity. That's part of his fame complications, that he doesn't make an attempt to hide what his true identity is, in so much that he doesn't even have an alternate look for when he's Gene, and an alternate look for when he's Clutch. Let's see here. 1 second, I'm gonna get some stuff together here and clear up some space on this desk. As for the paperwork, he probably has both his real name and Clutch as a nickname / alias listed. Heck, someone could call him Dr. Novicelli. He probably would respond to that, but no one's going to call Dr. Novicelli in this party. Except maybe Dr. Arcane, and only he would say that ironically.
Dr. Arcane.
Professor Dr. Arcane, PhD.
Not that kind of doctor.
Okay, MD, PhD.
Yep. That's right, Bilby guy. Only errant.
Only Aaron has an actual secret identity.
And he's like the least important because he basically does nothing outside of act as errant. So
Right.
Apparently, someone has a business card for somewhere in Thailand where the business card says, "Are you alcoholic? We can help. Call this number for liquor home delivery." Now you can get drunk without worrying about having to drive somewhere.
Oh, that's one way of going about it, I guess.
That's how do you stop drunk driving accidents? Just get them drunk at home so they don't need to drive anywhere.
Bilby guy, does Sophia have a doctorate? Effectively, I guess, yeah.
She
Pretty much the official story that I came up with off the top of my head is that she's kind of a, oh, what's his name?
a dropout.
Nope. Oh. Exactly the opposite. She's kind of a Stephen Hawking in that, like, she mastered college before she was legally an adult.
But she would still have a degree, though.
Right, yeah.
I mean,
She's got the papers.
let's see here.
I had to sift through my brain of, like, okay, it's Stephen Hawking, not Richard Hawke. That's an entirely different character.
Well, see, Stephen Hawking got his PhD when he was 24. I mean, that's still prodigy tier, because you're talking you're finishing up a doctoral dissertation in theoretical physics. By the time you're 24, which is only 3 years after most people are, well, 2 to 3 years after most people are finishing their baccalaureate, you know. In fact, he did his, yeah. So that's still, you know, ridiculously fast on that.
Right.
Gene's stance is that he relatively recently finished his baccalaureate for physics, but he has an honorary doctorate.
But yeah, that's the idea I had with Sophia. Thus why her intelligence score is 11.
Right.
And, like, what's the maximum scale on this thing? 13 in this?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's like that high. Like,
Yeah.
Gene is nowhere near as smart on a raw ability basis. His intellect is 3.
Yeah. Yeah, the closest person is Dr. Arcane.
Yeah.
But Gene still has a very impressive score for his expertise physics.
Right.
The doctor's intelligence is also human maximum without going into like crazy super skill.
What is your plus bonus to your relevant expertises for Dr. Kane and Sophia?
For
His
Sophia,
is plus 16.
yeah,
Plus 16.
my treatment is 12, my technology is 16, and expertise neuroscience is 16.
Yeah, my expertise physics is 15. My skill in vehicles is 14. My acrobatics is 15. Which, even though I don't do a lot of acrobatics actively, that's just there. It's there to a point where I can do things like kip ups without wasting an action. Since
Right.
you could take an advantage to kip up without spending a movement action, or you could just have a high enough acrobatics score where you can't fail the DC to kip up.
Yeah, the only skill that Sophia has more than 5 ranks in is ranged combat, because that's not something that comes entirely naturally to her
Oh, my
as
character
far
has,
as like mental things are concerned.
yeah. There's only 3 skills where my character has 5 or fewer ranks in. Any skills that I have ranks in, they're all by more than 5.
Right. Bilby guy. Technically speaking, Sophia is a metahuman. She is a oh damn it, what's it? Cyberpath.
Yeah, cyberpath. Right.
Yeah, so she can actually like interface with the computer strictly with her mind, and it works just as fast or faster, really. So that's why she's really freaking intelligent. Because she is literally a human computer plus.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hooray.
Okay. Let me switch the screen back over. There we go. Alright, so you guys ready?
Sure, why not?
Yes.
Nick, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, Sketch?
I wish my father played more than 5 fucking songs. Oh man, I'm so tired of these.
So,
Alright, so everyone is here?
is Sketch here?
What was it a second ago?
Yeah, it was.
Stepped away right as I got here.
Of course.
Okay.
There you are, Sketch.
Yep.
Alright, we all ready then?
Yes.
Alrighty, well, you are through the barrier on the outside of the tower.
Hooray!
You head on inside. There's definitely some weird mojo going on in the building. You can all sort of feel the sort of palpable aura of
Palpability.
Mojo Jojo-ness.
of magic. it's palpable aura of magic, really. And Doc, you're fairly certain it's combining several different schools.
This
Are
is
any of them
fascinating.
Atlantean? Are any of them Atlantean by chance?
No, actually.
Hmm.
It's really a mixture of sort of classical hermetic magic, fey magics, and infernalism.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Particularly since they weren't able to break this. They weren't able to come up with a way of breaking the stasis field on a magical front.
Well, Doc, you're fairly certain it has nothing to do with that. You're guessing it's sort of reinforcing the tower and such.
Right. So it doesn't explode.
Something like that, maybe. You also see in the middle of the room, floating in the midair, a device that seems to be projecting energy outwards. You're guessing it's your immediate guess is it's very likely the force field generator.
Let's break.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll to do that. It's breakable.
It's broken now.
Broken force field generator. Excellent.
Flick.
And you all remember that the stasis sphere was on a couple of floors up.
Let's
The
go
tower.
up there.
All right. On the way up, you all beat the crap out of some guards they left on the stairs.
I'm kind of surprised this tower is still standing, considering that Von Toten sent a bunch of kill mechs to destroy the shit out of it.
He didn't bother destroying the tower.
Oh.
It just cleared everything else out.
Yes.
Yep. It cleared the way for us, so more or less.
No, he did not actually try to destroy the tower because there's no point in destroying the tower now that Archon was in the sphere.
Oh.
Well, yes, he sent robots out after you guys, but there's no point in blowing up the tower.
Because I could have sworn that the top level got blown off.
The top level did. The rest of the tower is fine.
Okay.
Yes. And you get to the top. You get to the floor where the sphere was, which I believe was the top floor. And you can go to the ancient tower map. And there's a staircase in the upper right corner.
Now, should probably.
Hey. Like, I kept trying to paste the token, but it was in the chat bar, so it's like pasting the image information into the chat. Like, no, stop that!
So much data.
Photo data.
Where are we right now?
On the ancient tower map.
Ancient tower, huh?
Yep. And the staircase in the upper right corner.
Like, I figured that for some of the mooks we were taking out, I just rev up my bike and just let it go, and it
yeah.
runs itself over them.
Yeah, you guys. Yes, there are guards you take out on the way up.
Black Knight.
Yes, you see guys. When you reach the top, you see guys wearing very similar armor to the guys you fought back in Star City at Night Industries.
Oh, jeez.
You see another Formori, and a few Redcaps. Also, you see the Black Queen, who is currently channeling magical energy around the stasis sphere while she is working with the device that she was given by Dr. Arcane. Dr. Arcane, Dr. Knight.
I should have not got targeted.
God damn it! Stop doing that!
No!
I will shoot this thing until it works, God damn it!
There we go. Alright, so you should all roll initiative. You basically come up the stairs, and she looks up and goes, "Oh, when I bought that force field generator, I was told it was impervious! Can't get them, my minions! I've got work to do!" And with that, she snaps her fingers, and a bubble of energy goes up around her.
I rolled well on initiative this time.
What's her initiative?
Let's see here.
So did I. I didn't suck at my initiative.
Aha!
Alright. Black Knight, red cap, red cap, red cap, red cap, Black Knight.
So we've got two
Right.
chest dudes and a bunch of red caps.
I think of an awful pun to use that's related to the word impermeable, but I can't think of anything at the moment.
Dang it, they're arranged in such a way I can't blow them all up unless I could fire into the center of the stasis sphere.
Well, if they're
Which
mooks, I
you
could,
very, very well, very, very, very much can't.
if they're mooks, I can Mario Kart this out a little bit.
Red caps aren't moves. They're just
Okay, actually, this brings up an important question. The orb, is the bottom of it at ground level, or is it hovering?
It is floating.
It is floating.
One
shoot
second.
below it.
And since it's an orb, I'm going to guess it's about like a 15...
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not floating. My bad. It's actually as sort of the orb itself goes through the floor. It's sort of a dome in this room.
Okay. Alright, so about 10 feet above the ground, there's just open air.
It's actually a bit more than that. The sphere itself it's a sphere, so it's
Right.
it's 20 feet. So yeah, about 10 feet. You're right. No, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, because the radius is 10 feet
Okay.
by what I've drawn here.
And so I'm going to fly over it.
Oh, I didn't have flight in mind. The idea I had was I'm just going to fire a missile straight onto the top of it and let the splash rain down on them.
That'll be interesting.
And of course, by interesting, you mean highly effective, right?
It just sits there in the middle of the stasis field, and then it drops, and Archon immediately explodes. Then he's pissed.
Yes. All right. So I think initiative is all set up. So we sort. Sophia's up first.
Shock and awe. Alright, will that splash over there? Kinda, maybe. Yeah, if I do that, then yes. Alright. Setting my marker. Alright, right there, you said that she's got a bubble on herself, so I'm not going to include her, but this will get White Knight and then these three little ankle pipers.
Alright, so DC 21 dodge checks.
I'll be so happy if I can knock out the red cats immediately, because fuck them.
White Knight. He halves it.
And he
Red
succeeded.
caps plus 12 for 3 of them. 1, 2.
Check, check, check.
Oh wait, I forgot. They're red caps. Fuck them.
The red caps are like snickering as they roll their 20-side dice, which have 16 through 20 paid on all 20 sides.
All right, toughness checks. This is against half power. Toughness 11 for the knight.
Well, there you go.
He is bruised,
Oh, it wasn't
Well, wait,
complete.
it's a power 11,
so it's 6. 21.
so he's dazed.
Yes, he's dazed. That's fine. All right, and red caps. Toughness 10.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Fine.
Makes it.
Fine.
Makes it. Yay!
Yeah,
Yes!
did red cap.
Fuck you! Okay, we're done here. We can go home happy.
Okay, you can take over the world. We killed one of your red caps. We clearly have the upper hand here.
We have achieved a moral victory, okay?
All right. So that's it for Sophia.
I will move here.
Oh wait, so you did include the Black Queen in the area.
Yeah, she's in the area, but
All right.
if you're gonna tell me that I can just completely obliterate her barrier and piss her off, then
There's a chance you might be able to do something, so I have to roll for it.
okay.
Does she get the dodge?
No. She doesn't bother. What's her toughness right now? Her toughness is base 10. Alright. The odds of her failing this are almost non-existent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
close. That was such a close chance.
All right,
Clutch.
Clutch, you're up.
All right, let's see here. So I think we have exhausted most of our chess and checker puns, so I need to think of some other games. Okay, time to go for a Yahtzee. And he just goes forward and tries to hit Red Cap 4.
Pretty sneaky, Clutch.
What?
It's a hit.
All right.
Here we go. Yes.
See, I got him here diagonally.
Pretty sneaky, Clutch.
Follow through. Damn it!
Ah!
No, screw that. Luck. There we go. 24.
No.
So you
Damn
go-
it!
I
You
don't
keep
get.
forgetting they're red caps.
Damn it!
I admit to not understanding the very sneaky reference.
It's an old Connect 4 commercial.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sneaky, sis. There's nothing sneaky in Connect 4. That's impossible. You have perfect information.
Yeah, the only way you can be sneaky is by intentionally misleading the other player through bullshit tactics.
Which
Like, you
isn't
take-
going to
you
work
take-
in Connect 4 because it
Which isn't gonna work in Connect
sucks.
4.
You tape paper over their side of the.
Yes.
So it becomes Battleship with gravity.
Battleship 4.
All right, red caps are up.
Oh yeah, of course you're just gonna start laughing, aren't you?
That's a hit.
That's for me. It's at least it's not a crit. I'll
Bruise.
take the bruise.
All right. Wee.
Fast roller.
They are. Never mind.
Ha!
Black Knight is up. How far was he from?
The Black Knight approaches one of your slower units and one shots it.
I get it.
Serves you right for leaving the straggler back there.
He's got
Serves you right for playing a game before the 10th.
Wait, what the hell? When I measured that last time, it was 55. Now it's 65. Freaking.
We might be moving at a different inertial frame. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
No, I'm getting 55 also.
I'm getting 65 from Black Knight to behind Sophia diagonally.
Yes, that's what I get almost every time I do it. But the one time I did it, it was 55. One time I did measure it, it was 55. And I'm like, wait, what the hell?
No, I'm measuring. No, wait a minute. That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 65.
65 is actually correct, I think.
Yeah.
You can't teleport. You can't teleport 65, unfortunately for him. Bam.
Aha! I moved just enough.
All right. Oh crap! What is this? Ah! Close the chat window. Damn it. I hate it when I do that.
The Black Knight brings silence.
All right. Let's see. He is going to. What clever things does he want to do? Or does he just feel like whacking at Sophia?
Excuse me, that's rude. I know I'm pretty, but really.
Whack!
Rude.
He swings his sword at you.
Alright.
It's power 11, DC 26.
God damn it.
You should be fine. Yeah.
The Black Queen.
Yes, the Black Queen continues fiddling with the device. She is done.
Fiddle faddle.
Dr. Arcane.
Are there windows in this tower?
Actually,
We've got the biggest skylight possible. There's no
yeah,
roof.
there's not much of the way left of walls on the floor you're on, actually.
Oh, well then, I use arcane telekinesis to throw her off the tower. She's protected by a force field. I'm not going to be able to hurt her, but I can get her away from the thing and possibly out of the fight.
Interesting. All right. Well, roll to hit with your arcane telekinesis.
I'm going to aim for this also.
I'm shocked.
I don't think that's enough.
What's her?
Nope. It beats it by one.
That's enough. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
All right. You've got her force field grabbed with your arcane telekinesis.
Now spin it around like this. Hamster balls are the most hilarious things if you get abusive with.
I'm Unos, the untouchable.
You let go.
Yes.
She plummets. She doesn't have her flight spell up at the moment.
You can't get me. I'm Unos, the untouchable.
Yeah, you just totally pulled a Power Man versus Unis on her.
Yay!
You hear cursing from somewhere on the ground.
Oh, that's gonna make things easier.
Does she take falling damage?
No, actually, she doesn't. The force field absorbs it.
But then she splats against the force field.
Oh,
That's not how magic.
How can you do that to the poor force field?
Anyway,
Shield was on its last day before retirement.
Aaron, you're up. Unless you want to move, Doc.
Aha!
I aimed, so I can't move.
Oh, you aimed. That's right.
I'm going to
It's a good
take.
thing, too.
Okay,
Aha!
that's with flanking, so that's actually toughness of 28.
Okay. He's armor 11, I believe. Yes. He is not bruised.
Oh, he's bruised now.
Yeah, he is.
Zing.
I think that's actually 3 degrees, isn't it?
Yeah, that's yeah. So he is impaired.
I don't know if he's so much a knight errant as a rogue errant.
Ow!
Sneak attack.
Yeah, you just straight up backstabbed that guy.
You murdered his family.
All right. The White Knight will swing his sword and fire a bolt of blinding light energy at Errant.
Okay.
It's against your dodge, obviously.
Just hits.
Aha! All right. So 2 things. The bolt of energy is a power 8 hit.
Okay.
And then also there is a dazzle effect in there also.
Okay, I am dazed.
Alright, so let me just double check how dazzle works again.
It's an affliction, right?
I
What
believe
is it, blood dazzle?
No,
I think that's -2 to hit.
no, it's oh, god damn it. Why would you do this to me, book, PDF? It's not that. Alright, you can go there. Dazzle, here we go. Yeah, it's cumulative affliction, limited to 1 sense. So it's a will resistance check.
Alright. $19.
You are sense impaired. You're at -2 in all vision check rolls until you shake it off.
Okay.
The big thing is if he can get you to 3 degrees, it's awful.
Because I'll be blind.
Yeah, you're there. You hit unaware at that point.
Alright. From Orion.
All right, the Fomorian goes. Does he want to Bale Curse anybody, or does he want to just sort of thump forward? Fuck it, he'll just thump forward. He'll attempt to crush Sophia.
He hits.
Yeah, that's a hit. I don't think I care.
Clang!
I just hold him off with one hand. Excuse me, wait your turn.
Clang! What is your armor made of?
Oh, just something I put together myself.
Well, it's your turn.
Let's see here. What do I want to do?
Don't give a fuckanium.
I put on the paper Super Alloy Z because I'm original, but I like that one.
Don't give a fuck. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
I could be a complete jackass and say I made it of the original Game Boy.
Nah, it's not that. It's or Nokia phones. But yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking on what I'm gonna do.
Fair enough.
Like, there's 2 red caps left, and one of them's in my grill. On the other hand, there's this big guy over here.
I could try to take out the red caps. So
I'll leave that to you. You've got rerolls. Oh, I know what I can do. I will maintain my current position.
Okay.
And in a sweeping arc. Plasma Gatling.
Ah. Alright, so you're -3 to each of the rolls.
Yes, I think so. Alright, Plasma Gatling. What was the 2 hit on this one? Okay, it's a blast 9, so that means it's a plus 13 to hit, I think?
Yes.
Yes.
So plus 10.
Yeah, and then
each.
a plus 2 on it. Okay, yeah. So. Alright, so then that means. Okay, so this is plus 10. Power 9. And I'm going to go from left to right. So, Fomorian, Red
Hit.
Cap,
Miss.
surprised, and Knight. Motherfuck.
Well, you hit the Fomorian.
Yeah.
Not that that's hard, but...
Let's see what your armor's made of.
It's made of 13 toughness, so. He is hurt.
he's bruised, I believe.
Here, power 9, yeah.
Yeah.
He's bruised. Ow! It stung. Do you want to move, or are you done?
I'm good here. I can keep flanking with Errant.
Alright. Clutch.
Sketch.
Actually, I just realized these things are probably going to move and flank me. But,
all
yeah.
right. All right, now it's time to do a little bit of red cap cleanup, and hopefully we won't end up waking up Daddy. So first attack here, miss. Son of a bitch.
They're red caps.
That's not the point. Let's see here. I got one last reroll. Do I waste it on him? Yes, I do. And I hit. That's 29. So
Come on.
let's see if it does it again.
Yes,
Nope,
it's done.
not this time. All right. And then I do my standard reverse. I'm
Move
gonna.
here.
Well, I was gonna try to push him, kick him off the ledge. Now, if I hit when flanking, does that increase the damage or the attack?
Attack roll.
The attack.
What I figured.
+2 to hit.
You get an anti-red cap measure.
Okay, you're good.
Okay, I hit him. If I kill
Yay,
him,
they're
he
dead.
flies this way off the building.
Fair enough.
It's the baseball like power slide hit.
Whee!
But then he flashes a little ding of light. It's like,
Alright, I can move the red
Right.
caps off the initiative list then.
yep. And then I give him a good old salute. and then I'll remark that at least this wasn't as bad of a decision as trying to have Burt Reynolds be James Bond, which actually happened.
Oh,
I would watch that movie.
I don't know, the Black
Both
Knight's
in
gonna-
character and as Eric. I would watch
Teleport
that movie.
and will...
He's dazed.
You're right, he's dazed. In that case, he won't teleport out.
Fuck you, I just hit you really hard.
Yes, you did. I forgot you did that. I forgot that was last round. Yeah, right. Duh. In that case, he's
stabbed
going
him
to
right
do
in the
his Shadow
teleport.
Explosion.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Oh, good.
So that is an AoE. I need dodge checks from both Errant and Sophia.
Good.
Dodge check of... Yeah, sufficient by Errant. And... Very close, Sophia. But not quite enough. You need a 21.
Whatever.
I'm still impressed. That's actually really good for you.
It is.
All right. So
Toughness.
it's a the power on the attack is not very impressive. It is 8.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I'm actually going to re-roll that.
I would re-roll, but I spent my other re-roll getting in here.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
I've spent 5 rerolls already.
All right, so that is a power 8 attack, so if you take damage, you take damage. Also, it is a hinder.
So I'm bruised and can't move.
That shit's not a hinder. What am I looking? I'm looking. That's the wrong power. That is another dazzle, effectively. So I need will checks from each of you.
Oh, come on. An area of effect dazzle? Fuck.
Yeah, he's a dick.
He eats them too,
17.
probably.
All right, so you're both.
If it's, wait a minute, if it's a dazzle, that's an affliction, so I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. You shrug it off. Sophia, you're at -2 to vision checks.
To what's?
Vision checks.
Vision checks? Okay.
Site-based checks, yes.
Okay.
All right, Black Queen goes. Oh, wait a minute. The top of the... I was about to have her run back inside, but why? She can fly. Like, she'll run back in and wait.
She'll get halfway up the tower. No.
She just walks right up Dr. Arcane, pushes him aside. Excuse me, I have things to do.
No. My picture she does is she runs halfway up the tower, realizes she can fly, so she runs back down, and then flies up the side of the tower.
She's not that stupid. All right, she comes flying back up into sight, glaring at Dr. Arcane.
That's not. Oh, that's. Oh, looks like you're gonna need to make up for after that, Dr. Arcane.
Totally worth it.
We fly halfway across the Atlantic and we run out of gas. So we gotta go back and get more.
Oh, I know
This
she
time we
is.
take
I know
place
what
in
she
my-
is incredibly tempted to do.
If she's tempted to do it, you're gonna do it anyway.
I'm just not sure if it's what she will actually do, whether she'd actually do it or not, though.
Actually,
She's.
I just realized something. Peter, what was the dazzle effect power on the White Knight?
On the White Knight,
Yeah. What was the power of his affliction?
oh, it's 10.
Okay. Oh, shit, I'm missing one. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh, you had a bonus.
No, I missed shrugging off by 1 point.
Oh.
So
I'm sorry.
yeah, that's all right.
She could try to use the stasis device that she has on Dr. Arcane.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
That sounds like a great idea.
that sounds like a terrible idea. I vote no.
The problem
mean-
is that she's not sure she can do that and still take down the one on Archon. I'm just debating how much of a hothead she is and how pissed off she is.
Come on, be like Han Solo, man. I mean, sure, it won't
Yeah,
get you
except my
back.
character's girlfriend isn't around to go, I love you. I know.
Well, we can record you saying "I know," and then just tell her to say "I love you," as we can play that back, out of context and all.
Yeah, we can totally edit that together. Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, I know what she'll do. That's even better. Well, she's gonna cast a spell at you, Dr. Arcane.
Okay.
And now you're mine.
Damn it! Why?
Skitch has a vulnerability to Bette Midler.
What? I don't. Wait, that's where that's from?
That's a hit.
Yeah.
No,
that's-
I'm just annoyed by any references to songs in general.
All right.
I don't know
Well,
what the reference is.
Doc, you are hit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, she's not going to use that one. All right, I need a will check from you.
My will is relatively good, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it is.
10.
That's good. Roll well.
No,
That's
I
not-
refuse to roll well.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Where is this?
Did you just cast an enthrallment?
Maybe.
So my joke was entirely accurate.
Maybe. I was thinking about having her cast the stasis spell, but I hadn't decided how that works mechanically yet. The one she'd been working on. So, like, you know what? Screw it. Instead of looking up... God damn it, I'm trying to find the actual names of these... There we go. That's why I was scrolling so slowly. I had the search window up still. Where are you? Stupid list of statuses. Ugh, I can't remember what page it's on. Sorry for the slight delay here. Should be right before this. Here we go.
I'm half inclined to link to that song from Hocus Pocus now.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Just don't. Don't.
I was gonna say, you know who their second choice was after Burt Reynolds to replace Sean Connery for James Bond? Eric, do you want to guess?
I'm gonna say
16.
I'll give you a hint. It was another American actor.
Oh, there's only so many of those.
yeah.
And I'm going to give you another hint. It's a person who would be wholly inappropriate for the job of playing James Bond.
From that time period.
From that time period. Who's your second choice after Burt Reynolds to play James Bond?
Gene Wilder.
Oh, no.
Reb
No.
Brown.
No.
The guy who
Brown-
played Starbuck in the original Battlestar Galactica.
No. No. It's even worse than that. You know who? Adam West.
Yes.
That would have been the
Oh my
greatest
God.
thing.
I'm totally watching that
Adam West was their second choice for James Bond. After he refused, they went with George Lazenby.
Hold on.
So Lazenby was their third choice after Burt Reynolds and Adam West.
Wow, it makes the Lazenby choice look better.
It does make it. Lazenby was probably their best choice out of those three.
Yeah, it turns out.
Green martini, Batman. Are you all right? I'm fine, Robin. Shake it.
Reynolds turned out the role because he didn't think that an American could pull off James Bond properly, which, to be fair, was rather observant of Burt Reynolds.
Yes.
All right, so Eric, you
Yes.
are compelled.
All right, how am I compelled?
All right, so that's it's a particular status. So you have 2 degrees of failure on this. So compelled character is directed by an outside force, but is struggling against it. The character is limited to free actions and a single standard action per turn.
Good.
With both types of actions being chosen by another controlling character.
Good.
Oh, awesome.
As usual, the standard action can be traded for a move action. Controlled supersedes compelled. Controlled is I get all of your actions.
Right.
You got your full actions, but I get all of them. All right, she's done. Doc. Why don't you blast? Who do I want you to blast?
Don't blast me. I look too pretty at the moment. I knew.
You know,
Blast.
I know who should be blasted.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Guess what's coming at you?
Yeah. This is the right choice. But he's okay.
It's okay. The dog can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, no, that's not the right choice. Dr. Arcane is blind as hell.
All right, Doc. You take another will check to.
If we didn't have to bow down to the demands of random numbers generators,
Oh.
this is the story where
You made it
Lion
by
heals.
1. You are now merely dazed.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
that's an improvement.
Yes, it is. Eric, you're up.
I attack the Black Knight.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's hurt hard.
Yeah.
How does the impaired vision work? Do I have minus to my attack?
No, it's just for, perception checks and shit like that.
Okay, in that case, then it's another toughness DC of 30. Okay, so he is dazed.
Again.
Yeah.
Poor bastard. And
Oh,
bruised.
I'm sorry. It's only 28, so he actually shakes it off completely.
Oh, shakes off completely? Okay, so he's only bruised once. Okay. You want to stay where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. White Knight will go. He'll come around here and create the conga line.
Fair enough.
Was waiting for it.
I hope he misses me. He doesn't. He didn't need the whatever.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
17. Well, it's power 10, so power 11. So
Okay, I'm dazed.
you are dazed. Haha. Because why not?
Because
I don't know why this guy didn't go there in the first place.
He actually didn't have the move to get there.
Yeah.
He's slow.
I have the greatest idea for my next turn that probably will not be approved
Yes.
by the GM.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh,
Barely.
DC 29 toughness check.
Alright, I took a bruise, so... Oh, shit. Fuck.
Well,
I'm in
you're-
trouble.
That's 3 degrees.
Yeah, so you are hindered, dazed, and bruised again.
Ugh.
Well, apparently that whole sort of, Formorian chaos warping shit, warping your armor or something like that. I don't know.
How about I'm blind and he just completely flanked me?
Yeah, well, there's that too. Sophia,
Oh,
go.
actually, speaking of which,
You should have made your roll. That's true, Nick.
and I'm good.
You're all good. Yep.
Okay,
Billy, the guy in the chat mentioned it's too bad the Black Queen hadn't already kidnapped Hippolyta. Otherwise, Dr. Arcane would have just completely shrugged it off like he did when Azazel tried to do it to him. I will control your mind. Fuck you! Well, didn't see that coming.
Well, Dark Arcane's not actually angry at the moment. He's just not even really annoyed. He's actually...
Well, he's kind of impressed. Wait a minute, no, he's not. He's not impressed.
alright, okay, so I'm hindered and dazed, so I can only do one action and I can't move.
You're at half speed on your move.
Well, I don't need to move.
Fair enough.
Oh, Black Knight.
Kill
Fuck.
him.
With
Nope. Yeah, even with the flank, that's yeah.
And make your will save to shrug off the dazzle. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, and the others aren't checks. Alright, and I think that was... Shit, that was only like the first round since I took damage, isn't it?
Yep.
Shit, so yeah, I'm down to 14.
Oh no, you're down to 14 armor.
I'm down to 5. Fuck off.
You can dodge.
Clutch.
Apparently not.
I have something awful I'm going to do on my next time if it happens. I've had an evil idea.
A terrible idea. An awful idea.
I have something I should have done last round as opposed to what I did.
Okay. Is there a pillar, somewhere in this side of the building that most people would not be able to see the other side of? Because I have a fairly absurd attack I could do that would be in style, at least.
Okay, what do you mean by a pillar that people can't see the other side of? I need to know what you mean by that.
He wants to obfuscate himself so he can do his teleport.
Sure, why not?
Um,
There's a bit of
He
wall
drives
sticking
off
up
on-
that. There's a bit of wall sticking up that
He's going to drive off the panel in one direction and drive back into it in the other.
basically, yeah. The idea is to jump off this ledge, hit her. After she gets past her, teleport over here and land through the wall.
I hate you, but go ahead.
This will probably not work, but let's see here. He'll rev here, rear up, and then just sort of charge forward, jumping off the ledge straight at her. Probably to her confused
Roll to hit.
amusement would be the proper term for this.
It plays out something like this.
Oh, crit!
Candygram.
All right, that hits.
That's a
She
30
has
toughness.
She has a 20 save though.
Well, maybe she might actually.
Oh my god!
I'm villain pointing that.
Yes, hero point.
Everybody get a hero point back.
Okay.
thank God.
Hey!
My ploy worked out.
Oh wow.
No, it's plus 10 because it's a villain point, so it's a 36.
Right.
Oh, yeah. So basically, like, he just like blindsides her even though it doesn't hurt her. And then once he gets past her, suddenly disappears, and she gets to see him reappear right coming through the wall,
She
It's
just
stopping.
she just assumes it's magic.
even though it's not.
Might as well be.
Still awesome is what it is.
Alright, the Black Knight goes, he is going to multi-attack, one for Sophia, one for Errant.
Nice
The
too.
power of bad editing.
So
this is just regular attacks because it's -2 to each, but he's got flanking against both of us.
Yep. So, Sophia,
Hit.
Yeah, could have held in.
Errant,
Yay!
power 11.
Alright, 14. There we are.
Yeah. Alright, the Black Queen is going to try to take control of Dr. Arcane's mind again.
No, don't do that.
Holy shit, she crit!
Make your will check.
You get a hero point now.
I
Well,
don't think it's good enough.
because she crit, that means that it's higher.
Yeah, okay, Eric, if she hadn't crit, you'd have succeeded.
Right.
But
Well,
she
this
did.
is only 1 degree of
So I'm
failure.
compelled
right?
again?
Yes, but it is cumulative, so it kicks you back down to compelled.
Fuck.
If you wanted to do a hero point, you could, but
That's
He's
kinda
not gonna roll
staggering
much
on
better.
it, that's why.
yeah, that's the you can't. Well, if he rolled a 3 through,
He'd have to roll a 17, I think.
Yeah, basically.
got it.
Alright, well, she is going to... Actually, wait, why did I grab that thing?
God damn it, woman, stop it.
And she'll fly back into the room and land. Alright, she's done. Doc, you're up.
You shoot
Shooting
this
Errant
guy.
again?
No, Doc,
Yeah.
heal the Black Knight.
Oh, fuck off!
Of course!
Oh, of course.
Okay, what are we gonna do now?
We are going to engage in a change of strategy. That is what we are going to do now.
I'm going to keep on attacking the queen to get us
Oh, yeah.
extra hero points.
Yeah, run her ass over.
That's not a terrible idea, Sketch.
If I keep on critting, then we might
All right.
get hero points.
Alright, I should probably roll my will save again.
Yes, you should. Yeah, he is no longer. Wow. No change. But you've got a hero point.
You gave her a power 10 compel, so
Yeah,
Well,
we'll
that-
hero point that. That's a little too...
my turn.
You're actually fine. You are back to dazed.
Yeah.
My
That
turn.
was almost the worst possible result.
Yep, Eric, you're up.
Fuck this.
I approve of this move, by the way.
Aaron jumps off the cliff.
What is this? Get that. Yeah, okay.
Put your knockout dart onto the side of your sword and swing at it.
Okay, there we go. That's a crit. That's toughness DC 33.
Alright.
Wow.
Oh, what the balls.
Aaron, give me a perception check.
Oh.
Alright, excellent. You notice that the force field seems to be flickering a little bit.
Keep hitting her.
You only notice that since you're close. Yeah, you have to be like right next to her to see it.
All right.
And make a good perception check.
And not
Alright.
just be passing by.
Right, exactly. You have to observe it for a little while.
Yeah, I shout over to Clutch. Keep hitting her.
Okay, you're the boss. Wait, no, you're not. But you're the boss.
White Knight.
I'll hold her. You hit her. Wait.
I thought we were not supposed to do this in Hollywood.
I think it hits you, Eric.
Yeah, it hit me.
Power 11.
Whatever.
You're bruised.
Yeah, whatever.
I know.
He's kind of angry that he's not allowed to do anything.
Can you blame him?
Well, he's no longer compelled, so.
Yeah.
For how
Yes.
long?
Well, given where she's moved to, she's probably not going to bother doing that anymore. If she wanted to keep compelling Dr. Arcane, she probably stayed where she was. Alright, D20 plus... Oh, wait, I've got a button for that. Fomorian, duh. I've got a button for the Fomorian. Sword!
Failure.
Oh.
Even with the flank.
I accidentally closed the chat window, brought it back up, and yeah. Incompetence.
Sophia.
Okay. Excuse me.
Whoosh.
I think it's right there.
There we go.
There we are. Now we're cooking with gas.
This plan of everyone moving away worked.
I told you, it's time for a change of strategy.
Alright, so dodge checks for each of them.
Checks.
I think the White Knight's in range too, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright.
Dr. Arcane is not.
Yeah, I noticed. Alright, so 9 for the Fomorian. Yeah, no. And 11 for the Knights. Yes. And
That's
yes.
definitely a success.
Kiss my ass.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I'll take care of the knights in a minute, or at least one of them.
I'm with you.
As long, well, basically, we need to convince the queen that the knights are against her. That's how we'll get her to turn against them.
Okay,
Oh.
the Fomorian laughs that off. White Knight is bruised. That's...
With the 110,
Excuse me?
Let's try that again. Yes, he's got 110 armor. What are you going to do?
He'd be a diplomancer.
Alright, 17. That's actually, gets half power? I think it's a failure.
That's Bruce.
Yeah.
That's a bruise. Ow. And Black Knight, who's back to full. Thanks to Dark Arcane.
You mean thanks to Dr. Arcane? Thanks
Sorry.
to your shit. He's fine.
Yes.
Well, on the positive note, I'm back up to 15.
Yep. Clutch, your turn.
Oh, okay.
Like this broad.
Yeah, about that. Let's see here.
Just
What would be
jump
the
up
most?
into her and then rev your back wheel straight in her face.
What I'm going to do is slightly unconventional. I'm going to use the bike's remote control to make it circle around this way as I run on foot and jump and basically do a pincer attack against her with the motorcycle hitting her with her angle. Because that would actually happen.
Okay.
And then,
Bike into her.
yes, it's basically just a combination, jump kick and bike kick.
Alright, roll to hit.
That's a 30.
That'll hit.
That's a reasonable hit. She has to roll, like, really bad in order to...
She has to roll a 5, Oh.
If I had crit, she would have actually been bruised.
Alright, well, you guys are noticing this force field beginning to flicker now. You don't have to make perception rolls to see that now. It is not an invulnerable force field.
Just an implausible force field.
Yeah, well.
Black Knight.
So then, clearly, what we need to do is we need to find a tea dispenser.
Miss.
Sir, I suggest you just go home.
Alright, well, she continues to fiddle with the stasis thingy. You fools! Do you know what you're doing?
Do you?
I'm quite aware of what I'm doing.
I don't. Then why don't you explain it?
Well, you're interfering with my plans. You're interfering with them.
We can stop fighting and you can just explain to us what you're doing.
You attacked me! Doc, you're up.
I like how you're trying to bait her into monologuing.
So for the queen, damn it, still miss.
You're only dazed. It's okay.
Make your save.
He did.
Now I'm fine.
Jim Dandy.
You attacked me? Oh, is that how it happened? I didn't notice.
Well, we didn't attack her. We
I
just
was really
threw her
hoping
off
to
the
hit her.
building.
You attacked me. I'm just trying to Bzorch.
Actually, hang on a sec. Peter, you said that the things that took out the heroes had like clawed hands, right?
Yep.
Is that the Fomorian?
Nope.
Oh.
It's nobody on the roof, is it?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Was it the wolves? No, they don't have hands.
Well, their claws
They're
are
not
not nearly big enough to do that.
Yeah.
To do what they did, do what was done to the robot.
So question is, does the queen have really long nails?
She's got long nails.
Long enough for that?
Doesn't look like it.
All right. Before my next attack, I'm going to say
That's your turn, so.
who took out the heroes that were here before us.
What heroes? I've been up here trying to drop the stasis field for the past, I don't know.
If I make a perception check, do I see anything like on outside the tower? You know,
You can give me a perception check.
yeah, anything looking large. 29.
Well, you think you see a large shadowy creature out in the forest.
Oh Jesus, Marilyn Manson.
What?
It's not really that large.
Nah, he's not. That's.
Well,
he's not
basically, you see what looks like a very large humanoid form, sort of hunched over. You see a bunch of the wolves sort of around its feet,
Oh dear.
out in the shadows, watching
Oh,
the building.
My mistake. It'd be York.
Who else is trying? Who else is trying to stop you?
Some of Von Toten's minions, of course. What do you think, you adult?
No.
Aaron, is this one of those moments where you're just going to like scream profanities, or I got my cell phone out. I'm ready for this.
Are you going to pull an Engrim?
Come on. So many YouTube views.
That still doesn't mean that we aren't going to stop you. You know,
Okay,
That's- that's a hit.
yeah, it is.
That
it's
is, yeah, that's a toughness DC 25.
All right, first things first. I need to make a D20 roll, a flat D20 roll for reasons. All right, everything's fine. Barely.
Ooh!
You guess what you guys get?
Another hero point.
Yep.
She's fine now, even without the plus 10.
Yep. It's like no. You guys get more hero points.
I'll see. This is a great tactic.
All right. That's
It's like that boss battle where there's like one weakness that that explodes out health power ups, and so you just spend the entire time camping around it.
All right. Well, it's White Knight's turn. He will go after Dr. Knight, Dr. Arcane.
Dr. Knight's not there anymore.
It's the power-up.
Roar!
Yes.
He hits you by 1.
Knight Kane.
Power 11 attack, Eric.
Yep.
Aha.
That's an invalid expression.
Ah.
What are you doing?
I don't know, Eric. I can't see your screen.
Stop sucking at computers.
There we go.
Come
There
on,
you go.
computer better.
You're bruised.
You're bruised again.
Fomorian.
That's also not what I was supposed to roll. What the hell? Hold on a sec.
No, that is wrong. Actually, you're right. You're not. Even if you're bruised, your armor's better than that.
Well,
Still exact same result, but
All right. The Thermorian's going to stump forward a bit. He's going to try to build curse Sophia.
that's it.
Oh, not this horse shit again.
Yep.
So what do I do? Willpower?
Yep.
Haha.
Yay!
Nope. You're not unlucky. It is your turn.
Okay.
In response, I'm just going to walk right up in front of him, shove my plasma Gatling straight in his face, and I'm going to multi-attack him alone.
All right, perfectly reasonable.
That doesn't seem reasonable to me, but I do approve it.
All right, I haven't done the single target multi-attack yet. It's just roll a basic roll in every +5, right? Or do I penalize the roll?
You don't penalize the roll. Roll to hit, and then depending on how much you make it by, Nick will work out the bonus because he knows how it works. Because he has it memorized.
Reroll.
You still hit. Don't worry.
There we go.
Fine.
Also, crit.
Yeah. That's +10 to the toughness check overall.
So it's basically it's a power 9 attack base.
Mm-hmm.
So 24,
So-
34. All right,
So
the
they can't make it.
The Fomorian is bruised twice.
So how messed up is it? Yeah. So it's hindered.
Ow. Well, that sucks for him. Clutch, you're up.
Clutch is like, I mean, huh? What you said just now was a little confusing, but I don't see a reason to stop. And he let's see here. Does the standard suplexing the bike on the villain tactic,
Okay.
which is a favorite with the kids. And it's a crit.
Oh my.
Yes.
All right. Well, first off, D20. Oh dear. That sucks for her. The force field goes down. Aha.
Well, she's very clearly a dark type, so it's super effective.
All right. So DC 30.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, she rolled well. She's bruised.
Yep. I think she also enjoys enjoys in quotes the absurdity of having a bike suplexed on her.
She sort of screeches in pain and frustration.
And then just Clutch just looks at her and is like, "Meh, all yours."
Black Knight is up. She'll say something on her turn.
Okay.
But Black Knight's turn.
Yeah, come on in, Mr. Party all the time, party all the time.
Well. Okay then.
You know, if that was a 2, it would have hit.
I know.
Because I'm distracted
Not
or
dodgy.
whatever it is that has my defenses right now. So he blew it on sheer virtue of one auto fail.
It's the Black Queen's turn.
Yeah, it's not the Black Knight's day, it seems.
No.
There's a reason why I stopped trying to attack him.
All right. Well, the Queen sort of says, "Do you people?" The only thing that's going to be the only person who possibly can stop Von Toten and what he's doing is Archon. Let me work. And she.
What is Von Toten doing?
Well, she's going to do a. She's going to interrupt her fiddling with the device to try to repel the two of you away from her. So. All right. So this is an attack. I have to make an attack roll against each of you.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 against you, Skitch. That's a hit. Against Errant.
Ow!
Oof.
She basically reaches out with both hands. Ghostly hands sort of flare up, grab both of you, and she flings you. You are both currently prone.
Oh no.
Errant, you are like right on the edge of falling off the building. And you're right against the bookshelf. She's done. Doc?
Alright. Enough bullshit. For the Black Queen. Did she just
Reroll.
hero point?
You've
Awesome.
got hero points.
You got 2 hero points in the blast.
He's got 1 left.
21.
That's still a miss.
Jesus Christ!
Wow, that's a remarkable set of rolls there.
Ah, fuck you!
I'm sorry, Eric. Errant?
Didn't say anything.
How does
weird.
moving while prone work?
What's your acrobatics?
It's good.
My God, that's frustrating.
What's the plus bonus on it? Because you can actually stand up without spending a move action if your bonus is high enough.
Okay. Skills. Acrobatics is +10.
Don't know if that's high enough. I'll check real quick because I'll see what the skill check is for that.
Sorry, Eric.
It's just it's just no luck today.
Let's see
It's
here.
actually consistently been really shitty luck with that Dark Arcane for the past few sessions. It's very annoying.
Yeah, noticed. Yeah.
Getting to the section of the book where it goes. Oh, come on. Where is it? The section of the books where it talks about what the skills can be used for. Here we go. Okay. To standing. Okay, you can do a DC 20 acrobatics check to go from prone to standing as a free action.
Okay, I'll try that then. What?
Give it a chance.
I made it.
There you go.
Hey, you pop back up.
Yeah.
And Nick, if you have skill mastery acrobatics, that means that you can do that without even rolling.
Okay. Attack. Oh, that's definitely a hero point. Well, good thing. Good thing that that's not a failure.
Yeah, that's a hit.
She just made it.
Stop it! Alright, the White Knight goes... Oh, you went all the way over there.
Yes.
Come on, join the party like the rest of them.
He's not going to do that. He'll move to there, and he'll fire a beam of light energy at Clutch.
Oh. This is great.
And miss.
Failure.
For Morian, thump with club. Or sword, as case may be.
That's definitely a hit.
Yep. Alright, I'm back up to 15 now. Oof.
Actually, it's days.
Do I want to reroll this?
Baby.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
Okay. Sophia, you're up.
Okay. I keep my gun in his face and keep shooting.
Roll a hit.
It's a hit.
Let's see here.
That's a hit, and it'll be a plus to the toughness because multi-attack.
Right, yeah. Do I want to...
You don't want to re-roll that, it's fine.
I'll let it ride.
See?
Yay!
Alright, I think that's 3 degrees again, isn't it?
That's gotta be, yeah.
Yeah. He is out.
Yay.
Decapitation!
How do you decapitate with a plasma gun? I don't know.
You drill him full of plasma bolts and he stumbles over and collapses to the ground. Clutch!
Yes. So wait, so the person that, so, just out of character, how bad is Von Toten?
He is the worst.
Okay.
Archon's kind of...
Archon is the other worst.
So
Archon
who's
Archon
more
is
the
like-
worst?
Toten is, like, deliberately the worst, but Archon, in his efforts to stop him, has done some really bad shit, too.
Got
And if Von Toten wasn't there, he'd be the one doing the really bad shit.
Well, Archon has sort of a more Doctor Doom, want to take over the world for its own good type vibe to him. Von Toten is aptly named, and was a Nazi.
Which is, yeah.
And has a legion of people who are necromancers at his disposal.
Right.
And is also a brilliant inventor because he no longer can use his magic.
Got it.
So the thing is, it's like, yeah, but Von Toten needs to be stopped, but
But
so
not
does Archon.
by this means.
The last time that Archon and Von Totem clashed, they caused like a tremendous incident.
Star City got leveled.
Yeah.
So basically, Gene will mosey on over casually to here.
He wheelies at slow speed.
No, he lays across the bike as it just rolls itself over. It's like, look, if you're trying to stop Von Toten, there's other ways that can be employed other than this.
No, there really aren't.
Okay, I'm sorry, but between really improbable and knowingly bad outcomes, I'm gonna go with improbable instead. And
She's an apprentice of Archon. She's not going to listen to reason.
And you're a point.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
It's at least.
Ow.
She's dazed.
So she is. Ow.
The Black Knight.
Well, he'll continue his futile attempts to attack Sophia. He'll go for his multi-attack because what the fuck? Why not?
I can do that too.
Aha! Yeah, it didn't matter.
Oh god. He misses
that
several
actually
times
hits.
instead.
That actually hits.
Really? Oh! You're right,
Yeah,
because you're half defense.
Yeah, my
currently.
Gatling is distracting or whatever.
How much? How did she hit by?
He hit just.
All right.
Just. Yep.
It's power 9. It's remarkably similar to yours. It turns out, but it's a melee attack.
It's more about that it does multiple hits and you have to do it multiple times.
Lol.
Roller coasters.
Poor bastard.
Rollerblades.
Oh my god. How close is she actually uncorking the Archon? I've got to check how many turns she's been doing this.
The Archon Vintage.
No, she's not close enough. Oh god.
We're sorry for derailing her plans.
No, you're not, and you shouldn't be.
That's what we're here to do.
Yeah, her getting.
I thought the false genuine tone was enough.
I know.
We're sorry.
Getting hurled off the fucking tower completely boned her plans.
Oh god, yeah, that lost her multiple turns.
Yeah.
That was a
The
great
one
move,
good
Eric.
thing I've done in 3 sessions.
I disagree with that notion, but it was definitely the best thing you've done this session.
Yeah.
Crap, what is she gonna do? I know what she's gonna do.
We call the Ghostbusters.
She smiles enchantingly at Errant and points a finger at him.
Oh, that's
Dodge.
And missed.
She pointed slightly left.
Sorry, you're not my type.
Well, this will only be the second time you've hit me.
Your
If
skin
that
is
would
in
happen.
fire. I'm not interested.
I knew someone was going to say it.
Doc, you're up.
I'm going to aim, and I'm going to shoot her, and I'm going to miss, because that's how this goes.
You
You hit.
Aha! I did something!
You hit hard.
Alright, well, she is down to 8 toughness at the moment.
Oh, she made it.
No,
No,
she's bruised.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go home. Oh, wait, I'm already home.
No, you bruised her again.
Yeah,
You gotta wear her down. It takes some effort to wear her down.
Yeah.
She's actually tough.
She's tough, and she's obstinate
I'm
to
just in a bad
discussion.
mood, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Eric.
There we go. And I'm flanking, so that is going to be toughness check 25. Ah, she made it.
Ha ha ha!
Ah.
She might make it after all. At this rate. The White Knight. Get away.
Don't give up hope.
I like how no one's given a shit about the White Knight this entire fight.
Yeah.
The White Knight's like, I'm
Poor bastard.
important.
He's gonna
No,
He's
you're-
gonna use his power attack. His powerful attack. Wata! That'll hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that actually.
Power 13. Ha ha!
Lol.
Power 13.
All right, Sophia, you're up.
It's a powerful hit. Yeah.
It's a good hit.
Good hit.
All right.
You should be happy about that hit.
Unfortunately, this damn stasis field is in the way, so I can't hit her from here. That's annoying. All right, excuse me, gentlemen.
Walls. You're just like, screw this.
That's like the most ineffectual knights I've ever seen. Like, NPC guards are more effectual than these.
They were better last time I used these guys.
They were a lot better.
They were.
Yeah.
Though, what I should do is offer to take the White Knight out for a couple of drinks.
Really, I just want to drop her, and then I can just say, okay, you two, just quit your day jobs, go into construction or something, please.
Just be bouncers at a nightclub. I mean,
All right, well, what are you doing, Sophia?
Do I want to do that, or do I want to do that? Question.
answer.
If I were to move here, would I have flanking?
No.
Because I have reach.
No.
Okay. With
You're
my
not going to fight over me.
What, you're short.
Well, I'm not. Compared to your giant fake suit, sure, but jeez.
Ooh!
Excuse me,
Ew.
my suit is quite real. Allow me to give you a demonstration, and I will Gatling the Queen. Multi-target, single.
All right.
Multi-attack.
Multi-attack,
Multi-mono attack.
Yes. Reroll. Okay, 29.
Ow!
That is +2 to your, so power 26, I think.
What?
DC 26, I'm sorry.
DC 27, power 26.
Well, there you go.
No. She holds up the
I will
hand.
get this ritual done, damn it.
Clutch.
Look, I just bought an espresso machine and some nice clothes. We could talk over this, you know? No? Oh, fine, we'll settle it your way. Smack with the bike.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh!
Like it ran out.
Yeah, the luck. It had to run out eventually.
That's a full 4 degrees.
Yeah, it is. She goes down in a peep. I'm not villain pointing it.
Like Gene just shrugs and pulls out another thermos of espresso and pours himself a shot.
Good timing, by the way, guys. I'm just going to say this right now. She was, I think, was she 1 or 2 rounds away from freeing Archon?
Gene pours him
2 rounds. She was 2 rounds from freeing Archon.
Gene pours a shot, like offers it towards the stasis Archon over there. It's like, oh wait, sorry, you're kind of
Okay,
on hold.
one other thing happens when she falls unconscious. The knights collapse into piles of armor.
Oh, that's
I was just gonna knock him off the bridge or
Oh.
building, but
all right.
Well, it looks like they were a shell of their former selves right there.
Question: how many people can fit on Clutch's bike?
I could probably hold another person down here easily without a problem, but why do you ask?
Because we're gonna get the hell out of here.
Okay,
Yep.
Eric. By the way, you should give me Eric. You should all give me perception checks.
Me too.
oh, now I roll a 20.
Oh, well, that's actually a good roll. That's actually a good time to roll it, Eric. You recognize this aura remarkably well. It's the Black Huntsman coming for you guys.
Oh, sweet. Wait, that's not a good thing.
That's a terrible thing. We gotta go.
Okay. Oh, okay. So let's see here. Doc Arcane and Sophia, you two can like fly or at least move relatively fast, right?
I can't
Yes.
fly, but I can move fast, yes.
All right.
I
hey,
can. I've carried Errant before. I will do that.
I'll just say, actually, it was like either that or Errant. Either or one of you can pick up her as I point to the Black Queen. Errant, get on the bike just in
Just
case.
strap her onto your back and then drive over the ocean.
I'll just carry her via arcane telekinesis. I've done this sort of thing before.
Let's
Yeah,
just
I'll-
get out of the forest. Why don't we?
I'll have Aaron. I'll have Aaron ride on the bike with me because I'm just that fast on it anyway. Just go.
All right, yeah, you guys can book it out of there. You managed to get out and convince the various supers in the area and people who were and agents such to get the hell out.
Any of the ones that can't like move on their own, I'll carry them. Whatever I carry
You
them.
notice that that Iron Titan has managed to get his suit at least mobile.
Yay! I did good.
Its jump jets are sputtering along as it bounds out of the thing. It's not moving at its normal speed or gait, but it is moving, at least moving.
It's moving.
Yeah.
It's not a loss.
The fact that it's being described as moving at a certain gait is amusing to me.
Yes. And you guys escape from the forest with the huntsman and his hunt on your tail, but you get out. And I think that is where we're going to wrap things up for this week, because I think it's a good break point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's also 60 minutes, so yeah.
Yeah. One other important note: you all get XP rewards now.
Hooray!
So 5 more experience points for everybody. Hooray!
So
Hooray.
we're power level 12 now?
No, we're power level 11 with 10 on top of that.
Okay. Because I only spent 1 point from the last time we got points, and that was just for Fearless. I still haven't spent points.
So, that is where we're going to wrap up, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with another RPG, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care and have a wonderful evening, everybody.
Bye. See ya.
Is that